What's that?
We're good. We're live.
We're good. We're live. All right,
Yes.
perfect. I can hear myself in one ear. I like that. I have this on. Jeff, we're live in Chicago.
We are live in Chicago.
I saw Whitney said that yesterday. He said, like, I started a name like I would start this show. Like, all right, we're good. Because Dave's like, where's the energy? I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to start a show? Jesus. People like, oh, like Kirk doesn't have the energy in the name show. I saw people like, oh, Whitney stinks. I'm like, guys, relax. Some people like, Kirk ends the show. I'm like, the show is always going to be 40, 45 minutes. Like, Dave, I think Whitney's going to do 2.5 hours, unnamed.
What do they
every-
want? Like Frost Nixon?
That's what we all agreed to do. You want it to be an hour and a half? People, I don't know. What do you think, Coleman? You're heavily involved in this whole
Content, Kim.
Oh, God. Coleman, you're the executive producer of that. Am I wrong or no?
I guess so. Yeah. Like I said, the
I'm wrong.
topics
Okay,
and
good.
stuff. No, you're not wrong. But
He sounds a little hungover from that Knicks.
Yeah, it's a tough loss. Sorry about that last night. They should be down 3-0, as Joel Embiid would say. He's right. I mean, that series is over. Knicks have no chance. Done. Dunzo.
you can just keep crying, bitching about.
I was
it.
watching. Shut up, Coleman. I was watching all the. I was here, as you know, last night, Jeff. I was watching all the sports. I had the Yankees.
Yeah.
Everybody except for your Cavs lost by 70.
Oh.
Everything else, all the baseball games, all the.
Thank God that Yankee athletics game was on for
Yeah, why was that on?
Who?
Who's that guy for the Yankees pitching? Cole? Who's that fat lefty guy who pitches for them? I don't know.
Nestor.
Is he
I
good?
said that.
Yeah, Nestor's great. Nasty Nestor.
Okay.
Just make that up.
No, that's a thing. Nasty
Have you,
Nestor.
not, have you not seen him? Not to make this baseball pod. He's
No.
the guy that
He's got the stash.
mid throwing motion. He'll like do pauses and weird like.
Oh, I have seen
Pump
it. That's
fake,
him?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're right. It was
He's a bit guy. Yeah.
yeah, it occupied this. I'm like, what is this? Is that playoffs? Is the draft? I hung around for a while and I made the classic Kirkman hand exit.
You didn't say bye to me.
No, I just
Gone.
laughed.
You were
I was like,
out.
I was like, I've had enough. I need to finish Little People, Big World. So I was out of there. There's no drama in this draft. I mean, 0.0. They took my guy, Penix, who I didn't know was 40. He went 8th, which was everyone was all excited. I do like seeing Big T, who's just he's a perpetually like upset guy. So I do like when he loses. He just had a loser look on his face. He's screaming. It's like he's had 4. I can't do a Big T impression. He's had 4 season-ending surgeries. He's 28, so I did enjoy that.
And that was an unexpected loss too. Like he's a guy who just takes losses left and right.
Yeah.
Like that was a shock.
I should have got him a pretzel. But yeah, so we're here today for the Chicago Film Festival, I suppose it is. It's the city of probably the 2 most famous film critics of all time, honestly, Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert. The Siskel Film Center we walked by one of the few times last times I was here. So Jeff and I, along with Dan, who I think will join the show later, are the 3 judges for this. I don't quite know what we're doing. I guess the show's done here whenever, and then we're off for we come back, and it's going to be longer than these people think, but it always is. Always is.
Oh yeah, and then like I don't know exactly how a lot of it's going to work. I asked Hank's like, "I'm just going to go with the flow." So I was like, all right,
Yeah, I don't care. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time.
I got an outfit,
Okay. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Wacky or no?
a little bit of a bit,
Oh.
a real niche reference.
Oh, good. Is it what you alluded to earlier?
Yes.
Oh, good. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Head to toe? Or are you going all in or no?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that. I'm going a little more traditional, I think. Our friends at Miltons, Miltons.com. So yeah, I mean, I guess we haven't done the show since what, Tuesday, guys? Is that right?
Yep, Tuesday.
A lot. I mean, in our world, a lot going on. We got feuds left and right. We have Mick, Lowe. We have Steve from Gloucester versus Cinema Lords. I guess we'll start with me versus Nick Cattles, who I knew the name. I had never heard him. I guess he was on at Nights. I got the Mutt gave me the full bio yesterday. It was on at Nights with Adam Jones. Went somewhere else, and is now I think working for Greg Bedard, which can't be a real job. But he was he tweeted out the other day. Do you have the actual tweet?
I do.
Just read me his tweet if you would.
So he's replying to Andrew Marchand talking about how Belichick is
I
joining
have 2 tweets, by the way. Mike is a disaster. Kirkman live from a submarine in the Bay of Bengal on YouTube. Do we know this?
I mean, you sound fine. You don't sound great. You sound like you sound in Chicago.
Yeah. I tried to get them to stream directly, but it was a whole ordeal today.
Why is this always like this? Why is this difficult? I don't understand.
Because
I
we
do
go
think they're all
through,
hands on deck for the film thing. To be fair,
because we go through Zoom.
Can a mic work though?
I don't know.
It works. Kirk, you sound fine.
Fix the audio, please. I'm getting a ton of tweets about this, guys.
Okay.
That's the best we can do with
Think they're
Zoom.
lying to me, Justin? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Jeff. I mean, just pull it up on your phone and listen to it and see if
I'll
it
do it.
sounds.
1 second. No, I don't want to see this fall guy.
Yeah, you don't think it to be very good.
Oh, it sounds fine.
That's not. I mean, yeah.
It doesn't
I don't know
sound
why
great.
you sound worse here, but you just do.
Yeah.
It's because it's through Zoom is all. But
It's through Zoom?
that's how we have to be able to do it.
Why?
Because in order to have our setup back here with everything involved, it needs to be through Zoom and not just streamed directly. If they had some producers on hand today, that's how I was going to go about it, but they don't, so I tried.
Anyway, all right. So go ahead. Read me the tweet.
So Andrew Marchand says, Belichick, you're one of the Manning-cast. He replies, Nick Cattles quote tweets and goes, the media is the big bad wolf until you don't have a coaching job. Then it becomes your career. Funny how that happens. Hashtag
Right,
Patriots.
Right. And I called him an idiot, and he got all worked up, and we went back and forth for a while. So, we could talk. Is he available now or no?
Yep, I'm trying to get in touch with him, bring him on. So
Okay. He was very sensitive. He didn't like being called an idiot. He said, nobody should call me an idiot. No adult should call me an idiot. So
You sent your right-hand man after him who said, you don't want this, Nicky. And then he said, your right-hand man, Poopy Boy 333.
oh yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And he says, nobody has the right to call me an idiot. Kirk's never met me. He doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. He can disagree with my opinion without throwing a public shot at me via this cesspool of a site.
Which he used to tweet those.
Yeah.
Belichick, but that
To rip a guy he
Right.
probably doesn't know.
yeah, is he only
If he does,
friends with Bill Belichick, Nick Cattles? I'm gonna guess no. So we'll get him on and we'll go back and forth. I guess he seemed very defensive. And then he compared what I was doing to him to what Murchison did to me, and had a whole bunch of. We'll see if he brings his fire. I just saw Brandon in the hallway. I told him he was coming on, and Brandon said, "Do you think he's gonna bring it?" I said, "I don't know if he bends a knee or if he's gonna be like super." I don't know. Everyone I've talked to in the radio was like, "This guy's an asshole." The last couple of days who've reached out to me, so we'll see. I don't know. I've never in my life met this guy.
You gonna call him an idiot?
I mean, if he says something stupid, I'm going to. I don't know. If you go on Twitter and you write something and you put it out there, like, does he have a problem if people say it's great? Because, like, you give your opinion. I think it's idiotic opinion. I don't. Well, we'll get into it with him. Is he ready or no?
yep, he's about to be joining in. There he is.
What he said was, didn't wake up thinking you'd get into a Twitter beef with Kirk Minahan. Before
All right, Justin. We go the play. Justin. That's fine. All right, is Nick there?
I see him.
Can we hear you, Nick?
I am here. I am here. Can you hear me?
It's kind of jumping, patchy, Coleman. No.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, that might be on his end. I'm not sure.
All right, see if we can figure that out. We're off to a flying start here.
He's there. I'm looking at him.
I did see him. No, I saw him. I saw him.
I thought I moved it to you.
Maybe if he's any better.
Nick, you there? Talk.
Is he?
Nick, you gonna talk? Nick, just talk for a second.
Yeah, you guys there?
There you go. That sounds better. Hey, Nick,
Sounds
what's
better?
going on? Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, man?
Good. Good morning. So I just want to kind of go over, get your thoughts. So my opinion is, if you tweet something out, you put it on that form, you can agree with it and say it's great, or you can say it's idiotic, and such is life. I don't know why you're so defensive about being called an idiot. I mean, I do think it's an idiotic opinion. We can argue that separately, but I don't know why you
Yeah, I mean,
care if somebody calls you an idiot.
Yeah, like, so I get the idea of, look, I just want to first say, we all have to appreciate the absurdity of Twitter, right? Like the idea that we all universally pretty much say that this site and this app stinks and it's awful. It's the worst place in the world. It's a cesspool, but we all hang out in it and we all take each other's opinions and we all talk about it. It's all, it's kind of just absurd on its face. But as far as the idiot thing, I didn't really, honestly, I didn't really take it too seriously. And here's the issue. The issue is, Kirk, that when you're on Twitter, it's like an email, it's like a text. And so all tone is lost. All context is lost.
Oh, you were being serious. You were being serious.
Well, I was being serious. Yeah.
About Belichick.
I was being serious.
So what context what nuance was missing in this tweet?
No, I'm talking about my response to the idiot thing, not the Belichick stuff. Look, the Belichick stuff, I was surprised that from an innocuous tweet about Belichick and the media, which I thought was a reasonable take, by the way. I was kind of surprised that, first of all, you were somehow in my timeline. I wasn't really anticipating Kirk Minahan to respond, react to a simple innocuous tweet, but you did, which is cool. So I just, you said idiot. You called me an idiot. And look,
Right.
I grew up with a fiery Italian father and an older brother, and I talk shit all the time. That's like that's what I do. If I'm hanging out, if I walk into a bar and somebody who I've never met is like, "Hey, idiot," I'd be like, "Hey, man, eat shit." Like I don't even like. I didn't think it was like this big deal to say eat shit when you called me an idiot. It's kind of a tit for tat thing.
Well, neither did I. It's Twitter. I didn't care. I mean, like two tweets later, you're talking about how you were gonna go away and not engage in it anymore. So you must have been sort of upset by it. But my take on the Belichick thing is like,
what? Hold on, what'd you say?
But I know I said like 2 tweets later.
I was not going to engage.
No, 2 tweets later, you're like, well, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like this is I'm signing off for the day, that kind of thing. So you obviously were bothered by it to some extent.
No. See, I was not going to sit there for the next 45 minutes and go back and forth, which is why I jumped on here and by the way, can I just say this? I don't know what you feed Jack. I don't know if he drinks lots of coffee, but I was a producer in radio for a number of years. My man went at it. I want to credit him. Like within 5 to 10 minutes, my LinkedIn was hit. My email was hit. My phone was hit. He went after it. So shout out to him for being that kind of a producer. I actually respect that because I had to do that, and it ain't easy. But
he's the greatest, yeah.
But I'm sure you think he's the shits. But look, I'm not going to sit there and spend the next hour of my life going back and forth with like I would do it with you, but I'm not going to do it with like, here's the thing, man, like the Minifans, you have a lot of loyal fans, which is great, but it's not great when your notifications are getting blown up for the next 3 hours over just telling somebody to eat shit, which was like kind of just a flip it comment back and forth. Like if you want to go back and forth, that's why I'm here, man. I got no issue with that at all. But
why do you care about me? I'm not being a dick, but like, what's the big deal if a bunch of people engage with you on something? Like, isn't that what you're looking for? I saw like, I know you have a Patreon. I know you're trying to hustle and do your own thing, but like some of these benefits get way more engagement than you do. Like, isn't it better off just to engage with these people? Like, what's the problem with that? I don't get. There's no problem with that, but you got to cut it off at some point, right? Like, I'm not going to sit there for the next 3 hours and go back and forth on Twitter, right? I have other stuff to do. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm super busy and look at me, but would you sit there and engage with people for like 3 hours? Like I think it was like a good 45 minutes at that point. And I'm like, okay, I got to move on. Okay. So when you say nobody has the right to call me an idiot, Kirk's never met me. He doesn't know me from a hole in the wall. He can disagree with my opinion of throwing a public shot at me via this cesspool of a site. You're telling me I missed the humor and then in the that's a joke?
No.
Well, you said earlier there was.
Eat shit thing. So again, my eat shit thing was a flippant thing, right? Okay. And then I don't know what was the tweet before that? What am I responding to?
I have no idea. But when you say nobody has a right,
come on. Hold on. You can't do that. Like you can't say this was your response. This is what you tweeted, and you're not looking at the other tweets that I was getting. Like that's. You think I'm looking at all the tweets that you're getting? I don't care about the tweets you're getting. Well, who cares? Hold on. You just told me I should sit back and engage with everybody for 3 hours.
Well, what do you mean? It's all. You don't look at all the tweets. You think I'm looking at all the tweets that Nick Haddles gets from Minifans? What do I care?
You just said what I said.
Nick, it's the most engagement you've ever gotten in your life. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Who cares?
I am. That's why I'm on the show, Kirk. I'm fine with it. But
when you say nobody has a right to call me an idiot, why? Who cares? People call me an idiot all the time. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot sometimes. We're all idiots. Who cares?
Yeah. No, I mean, and I would say it's idiotic or whatever. Like I just think when you call somebody an idiot, when you call somebody an idiot, it's a personal shot, right? Like if you
really, I mean. Like
you don't think it is?
Calling somebody an idiot? Sure, but it's not like personal. Like the thing about Belichick, I think, is idiotic. So I'm like, God, this idiot should be on the yak. Because I mean, you're just trying to get engaged with a take like that. You're going after Belichick. You're waving your arm.
Hold on.
No problem, which is fine. You're trying to make a living, but that's
Kirk. That's not what I do. See, look, I know you don't know me, right? Obvious, right? You don't know me much.
No, not at all.
If you knew me, you wouldn't say what you just said. Like So this is the problem, and this is why the absurdity of Twitter. Somebody sees something that they disagree with, and they immediately jump to, oh, man, you're just trolling, or, oh, man, you're just trying to get engagement. You're just trying to get people. Actually, that's how I feel. Like Bill Belichick sitting down with Roger Goodell last night is hilarious on every level. It's absurd.
So you're not trying to get, you're not trying to get engagement with that tweet at all, like the Belichick one.
Well, at some level, of course, when you tweet something out, you're tweeting
at
it
the
out.
end of it, at the end of it, you
write
write hashtag Patriots at the end. So I imagine there's some attempt for engagement. No.
Yes, but it's not a low level, low hanging fruit. Oh, I'm just throwing this out there for engagement. It's an opinion that I have, and I think it's a reasonable opinion. If you want to talk about it, and go back and forth on it, that's fine. But I think it's reasonable. I don't think what I said was idiotic in any kind of way. You can disagree with it.
Here's the thing. My thing on it is like Belichick can work in the media. Like when he was coaching, he treated the media like shit. I talked to him once or twice. He did the same thing. But because it gave him no competitive advantage to be nice to the media. Like Mayo's sucking off the media, LA Wolf great, wonderful. Right. Belichick looked at it as like, these guys aren't helping me at all. I'm going to shit in their mouth all the time. So and now he gets a chance to be in the media. He's like, I'm going to do it and talk about what I want to talk about. Like both can be true. I don't know why, because he treated the media like shit forever, he can't then be on with Pat McAfee. I don't see how the two correlate.
So first of all, I would say I agree with your assessment of Belichick. I mean, when I was doing the Adam Jones show for about a year and a half at 98.5, I would say the same exact thing. Like, he doesn't have to appease the media. I agree with that. My point was that if you treat the media like it's the dark side, if you treat it like it's the big bad wolf or a terrible world, and then you immerse yourself in that world, it's hypocritical to a point. Like, he sat there and pretty much told everybody that he hates the media, right? Like, he would bitch about it. He would. So it's just.
Well,
so you don't find.
I don't know if he told everybody he hates the media, but I mean, he treated them.
Well,
like
I think it was obvious by his actions, right?
But like that was his job. He said it doesn't make our team. If it made his team better to be nice to the media, trust me, he would have answered, Reese's and Curran's, all their dumb questions all day long. But it didn't help him. It didn't give him 1% of any competitive advantage to be nice to the media. So he was like, fuck. Did he treat him like garbage? Yes, absolutely. But that doesn't have anything to do with the fact that now he's with I don't know. I just don't see the marriage.
All right, so let me try to give you the marriage. And look, you could obviously disagree, and people might not agree with it. I know a number of people do agree with it. It's just when you sit there and you cast aspersions towards the media, right? Which is again, it's fine. It's he can do whatever he does to the media as the head coach of the Patriots.
Sure.
But when you paint the media as like the worst thing in the world and tell your players behind the scenes that, oh, they're going to turn on me one day, they're going to turn on me one day. And
it's true. Which by the way is totally true. I mean, that is true.
And that, it is true. But then you go take a paycheck. You go take a paycheck from the company.
Yeah, but he's not going to do what I did, to be honest, or what Felger's doing, or with these other people. He's not going to be, fucking
I agree.
Throwing shit out there and he's going to go in there and just be an X's and O's football guy. He's not going to do the thing. He's not railing against that kind of guy. He's railing against the sort of what people call the toxic world of sports talk radio, which I was part of and other people are part of. He looks at it and says, why would it benefit me to engage with these people? He's not talking about fucking, whoever, like the, Tony Romo or Phil Simms or any of those people. He's talking about the people who go in there every day. And I used to do it, go in there every day and say, all right, how can I make this look shitty? How can I spin this into a negative thing? Right. There's no value in him like engaging with those people at all. So when you say he's taking the same paycheck, he's really not. Pat McAfee, who I think stinks, but is hugely successful. Like Belichick is going and doing that. That is not.
I know he gets paid through them. I get.
But what I'm saying is though, like that's not when you're talking about telling players about that. They're talking about like EEI or 98.5 or
No, I understand that. I totally understand that. What I would say is,
Nick, one more thing. Like if he was going on once a week with Felger and Maz for 2 hours, and those guys were like throwing these crazy conspiracy theories out there, Belichick was going along with it, you'd be totally right. I would completely agree with you 1,000%. But he's not doing that. Once he does that, if he does that, which is not going to happen, I'll join you. I'll be like, but that is not what he's doing.
Right. And again, I understand that. I agree with that.
What's your issue then? I don't understand the issue.
My issue is that, first of all, when you so if you're part of the traveling circus and you build the circus or you take the tickets or whatever, but you're not the clown, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a part of the circus. Like, he's inevitably a part of the circus once he jumps into that fray, right? Like, he no matter how he tries to handle his job and no matter what he does.
No, I don't think so. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, sure. Is he a part of the media? Is he a part of the right? Is he a part of the media in media in like a larger sense? Yes, I see what you're saying.
Hold on. What happened last night? Perfect example. He goes out. Now, I'm going to be fair to him. I always try to be fair, right? That's my whole thing.
I've always said that
about bust balls about the what's the done different thing mean. I don't do the low hanging fruit shtick bullshit, right? That's just not what I do.
All right, go ahead.
So Belichick goes out there and he gives a very objective and I thought accurate depiction of who Drake May is as a quarterback.
Yep.
What happened? Like, immediately there are people. I see a lot of people like from his own network and other networks and people locally going, "Oh, he took shots at Drake."
But was he part
of the circus?
But was he doing that? But was he doing that? That's the core difference. You're blaming Belichick for people's reactions to what he said.
I'm not blaming Belichick.
Like, I don't understand. So what? So he was slightly critical of May, which I didn't even think he was. I saw the cut. It wasn't that bad. So like what? Like,
I agree.
So you're getting mad because other people do what they do, and you're blaming Belichick for that? That's crazy. No. That actually is idiotic. I mean, that's the definition of being an idiot.
What I'm saying is that when you enter the fray, when you enter the circus, when you put yourself into that spot, the spot that he tried to stay away from for so many years, and would sit there and be bothered by it, to throw yourself into that position to make a check, which is what he's doing, right? And he loves football because he could do a billion other things.
Something to do. He's old. He's in his 70s. He's killing time. Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool. But again, he's just doing his job. He's just doing his media gig, right? But would he be looking at that as when he was the head coach of the Patriots as people just always doing their media job? Would he give everybody the benefit of the doubt in the media? Would he? And again, this isn't necessarily me saying that Belichick should have bent over backwards and did everything the media wanted him to do. That's not the point. The idea is that he spent about a quarter of a century making the media look awful and having no interest in the media and not wanting to be any part of the media or be involved with the media at all. And then as soon as he doesn't have a check and he doesn't have a job, he returns right back to, all right, well, you do
know that he did you are aware he did a lot of work with NFL Network over the last quarter century. Like, there was media that he would do. It was selective. But he did
the 100 thing. Yeah, he did. Well,
he did the whole season for NFL Films. He would do he did some pregame Super Bowl stuff. Like, he would do media. There were people he liked. Like, he liked Chris Berman. He liked NFL Network. He liked there are people that he liked in the media. It's just he didn't. There are people he didn't like. But I think for him to go on and give good analysis, which we need, and then guys like you to be like, "Oh, he shouldn't be on there." It's like, well, then do you just want the analysis?
I didn't say it. You're putting words in my mouth. I didn't say he shouldn't be on.
So you think he should be doing it?
I'm fine with him doing it. My point was that it's ironic. My point is that it's ironic that he spent so long.
Here's where you're wrong. This is where you're wrong. It'd be ironic if he came back and became a beat writer, or came back and was a talk show host in Boston drive time. What he's doing right now is, if you said to me 8 years ago when I was at EEI, hey, what media job would Belichick take after he gets fired from the Patriots? Just say. Now, I wouldn't say he'd wind up on YouTube with Pat McAfee, but I would say he's going to wind up doing thoughtful analysis. He's not going to be a flamethrower. He's not going to go in there. He's not going to be with Stephen A. Smith and who's the Duke guard who got into a car accident? What the hell is this?
Jay Williams.
Yeah, he won't be doing that. He's going to be doing exactly what I thought he was going to be doing in a less than traditional, not with McAfee. I thought he'd be with, but I think you want him to. Whatever. I think we just fundamentally disagree on it. That's all.
Yeah. My point is, here's what I'll say. And if you want to get into some other shit, I'll get into some other shit with you, or you can say goodbye to me or whatever.
Thank you.
Because I think we can get into some radio stuff that's kind of interesting if you want, or you could say, see you later. Good 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever.
Probably looking at B, but go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So look, my overall point in all of this is that he utilized the media now to stay in the public eye, to, come across as that jokey, hey, how it's doing. So he's taking advantage of it, which is fine.
The jokey,
he's
how it's
staying in the
doing?
public eye and he's making money. What's that?
The jokey, hey, how it's
Sorry, you
doing?
broke up. No, so I'm saying he's staying in the public eye. Like the whole.
It's amazing
Look,
how
I
it's
thought
number
he
one in
was-
radio for 8 years going against guys like this, isn't it? Jesus Christ. My goodness. Go ahead.
Guys like what?
You, just like zeros. Like, nice guy, but like just talking about nothing. Like, what are you fucking talking about? He's a joke.
What do you
want
wanna
how
talk
it's
about?
doing? What are you talking about? What does
Hey.
that mean?
Kirk, you choose the topic, man. What do you want to talk about?
You just said to me,
think
like,
I'm
you're-
nothing. No,
You're
hold
big,
on.
you are
Hold on.
nothing.
You
But
wanna- no.
your big summation was, hey, Belichick is
Hold on,
using
hold
the media for, hey, how
You
it's
didn't let me-
doing. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You didn't let me finish number
Go ahead,
one, and number
finish. Go ahead,
two.
finish.
You call me a zero, then let's talk about something else. Let's do something else then.
Well,
if you want to call me a zero and a nine.
comparing what me responding to you on
I mean,
Twitter
what are we doing
to
here?
you to me going through Bob Murchison was one of the wildest takes of all time on Twitter. What are you talking about?
All right, so let me finish the Belichick point.
Oh,
Then I'll
Christ.
get to the Murchison thing.
All right, go ahead.
My point, no, my Belichick. Christ, you're leading the interview, Kirk. You
I
have
know,
full
Nick,
control.
Nick,
my
you
man.
said the same thing 20 times. We got the Belichick thing. Well, are you going to say something new about
All
it?
right,
or-
he's staying in the public eye and he's making money off of the media.
We got it. We
when
got
he
it. Well,
treated the
at the
media
same
as
time, he
enemy.
treated the media like garbage for 25 years. You said that 12 times.
All right, so the Murchison thing. The Murchison thing. It
I
wasn't
kind of
close.
like you. I can't help it, Jeff. I like this guy. He's an idiot, but I like him. What am I going to do? He's a nice guy. Go
An
ahead.
idiot. I know.
Go
I
ahead.
know. And
The Murchison thing.
occasionally you can eat shit, my guy. So
The merchant thing is stupid. Just admit it's just be like you got
So,
caught at the moment. It was stupid. Just take the loss on that one, please.
I
beg.
might have look. I might have had made a bad analogy or whatever. But here's what I was getting at. No, here's what I was getting at.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
What bothered you the most about the Murchison thing? What? And I'm saying the one thing at your core that really pissed you off about the entire thing.
About the tweet itself, or when I was going through it.
When you were going through it, like what?
Okay, I
when,
got
when
you. No,
look
no,
back, what's
I
something
got
that pisses you off the most.
Yeah, I got you. Now your tweet. I would say when he was going after like my family and like
Yeah.
like literally contacting advertisers one by one, and like when he
Right.
would like contact the state of Iowa to try and find my daughter's adoption records, I would say was pretty
Yeah.
high up on the list.
Yeah, it's awful. And look,
Thank you,
that's
Nick.
why
I appreciate it. It was awful. You're right. All right.
Yeah, it's,
That's a good take, Nick. That's a good take. Go
Yeah, Kirk, that's officially fucking terrible. All right, so
Thank you,
but
Nick.
let me. You're welcome. So again, I understand that the details are much worse, and I get it, right? And so you're firing back and forth, and so my general point is that to me, like what would piss me off at my core, aside from all the details, if I were you, what would piss me off is this one guy who doesn't really know me, utilizes any kind of power that he has to impact my career, like in a negative way, to send me down the shithole, to for whatever reason to drop in, parachute into my life and say, hey, I don't like you, you're fucking done, right? Like that to me would bother me.
Sure.
right?
Let me stop you. I'll let you finish that, but let me just stop you right. So the difference in my mind when you're saying this is this. I commented on the take you had. I didn't contact. I think
Right.
you work for Greg. I wouldn't contact Greg ever. I wouldn't say don't get rid of this guy. I wouldn't find advertisers. I wouldn't do that. We had a disagreement. I had you on here, and like it's over. Like I will probably have you on again. You seem like a nice guy. I'm sure we'll fuck around. But like it's
I would
over.
love to fuck
Murchison woke up every day and contacted advertisers all day long for
I get it.
months
I get-
and months. I mean, you must understand that
Yes,
is
I understand the
comparing
difference.
that is comparing a little kid dropping his toy airplane on the ground to 9/11. Like there is a huge difference.
Right. So but again, my point is just the general point. It's from 30,000 feet is
30,000.
whenever somebody tries to impact somebody else's career in a negative way.
That's not what I'm trying to. That's not. It's just not. It's
No.
fucking around on Twitter. It's just
I
not.
know, but I
not,
know
Nick.
you're not.
Nick, how
I
does
know
that hurt
you're
your
not-
career? How does that hurt your career? What I did? How does that hurt your career?
First of all, I didn't say me, right? I said others.
Who are
I
you
didn't-
talking
I didn't-
about then? Who? Others? Who? Minifans?
No. So what I'm saying, yeah. So you and I know, right? For example,
Yeah, we both.
you
did
don't
that.
like
Right.
you don't like certain people in the media. You don't like EEI, and I get why. I totally understand it.
Sure.
Fucking obvious, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you say something
Mhm.
You know, and this is to credit to you, man. Like you got a loyal fan base because of
Thank you.
what you did, and you did it
Putting out
really
power
well,
to
and you were successful at it,
Mhm.
right? But because of that fan base and the loyalty of them, you could really snap your fingers and totally shit on somebody's day, and you have done that. So it's. I agree with you that the merchants and stuff. Again, I missed the mark as far
But Nick,
as.
you had a statement. I called it idiotic, which
Right.
when you put a statement on Twitter, to me, it can either be praised or it could be shit on. I thought it was dumb. Then you told me to eat shit. We went back and forth, and then it was over.
Yes.
I didn't snap any fingers. I didn't tell any
Right.
minute no Minute fan. I guarantee you, no Minute fan has contacted anybody. That's not going to happen. Nor should it. If they do,
No. So
if they do,
yeah, let me
fuck
jump
them.
in. Let me jump in.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me jump in. All right. So I agree with that. So here's part of it, right? This part is on me. Like I'm completely capable of looking myself in the mirror and going, all right, maybe you went a little too far. Maybe you missed the mark, whatever. My concern, Kirk, when I tweeted that out, again, we don't have to get into my story, but I say this just as background, not to say, hey, look at me, I'm a big deal, because I'm not a big deal compared to what a lot of people here have done, right?
Thank you.
But I was pretty damn successful in radio for more than a decade. I was successful everywhere I went, and the numbers say that, the money says that, everything by every indicator.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
No, but I left my career in California. I was working in Sacramento, program director, afternoon host, left the program director thing because corporate stuff, and you know the deal, how radio's just a political
we've both been there, Nick. Yep,
mess.
you and I, but yeah. Yep, go ahead.
Disaster.
Totally.
So I moved back due to family reasons and personal reasons, right? So what it absolutely got under my skin was the Patreon thing, because I understand it's not a big deal. And
that was a show. That was a show account, right?
Right. Yeah.
I actually, you know what, Nick? We'll end on this. I actually happen to agree with you because I looked at that. So I don't control the show Twitter account, but it's my guys, so it's on me. To me, you're hustling. So when somebody's hustling, I don't care if they have 2 subscribers or 20 million. Like I get no, like you didn't see me saying that. Like I don't.
No, you didn't.
You're hustling.
And
You're trying to make a living. But I mean, that's Coleman and Justin. These are bad people. These are fundamentally bad people.
Yeah,
So,
I know. And I
Coleman,
come on here. And
is that you, Coleman, or Justin?
That was me, Justin.
Justin, you're a fundamentally bad person.
Right, good.
Of course, yes.
Because I was gonna say if it was
Nick,
Coleman,
he's sexually attracted to children, so he's got a lot going
Okay,
on.
well, that's not. Oh, that might be a little stretch, but
Okay, well, fine.
Like
That's what
I
he
came
calls
out of
it.
this interview praising Coleman for his hustle, and then if I find out that was him with that tweet,
It was Justin.
I mean, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
This is a guy who has a
So, yeah.
podcast called Justinia, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So,
Oh, that's brilliant.
not a good
So-
person. Yeah.
No, it doesn't sound like it at all.
Not at all.
So when you look at this thing, right? So I sent that tweet because in that moment, like I'm doing everything I can to make enough money and stay afloat because
I got you. No, I'm saying I got
Well,
you.
I was,
I
no, hold
got
on. So I was concerned. I haven't had experience with the Minute fans, right? I mean, they have a certain perception about them out there, and
Sure.
and my concern was, I've seen how you could stop radio shows by just kind of snapping your fingers at times.
I like this way.
My concern was holy shit, here we go. Like I might have just all the work I've done the last 9 months. I might have just, if Kirk wants to come after me, he obviously has a much more powerful stage if he wanted to, and I'm glad you didn't. But if you did, I know the Minute fans would follow, and then all of a sudden it would be like, holy shit, my podcast is ruined.
Yeah,
because
don't
of
worry about that.
45
No,
minutes of-
don't worry about it. No. So yeah, what's the guide? But you can promote the Patreon if you'd like.
Oh no. I mean, look,
You sure?
it's
You're
just
here.
Well, I'd rather promote because the Patreon, I'd rather promote the YouTube channel. It's
Go
the
ahead.
Nick Cattle
Go ahead.
Show.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's the Nick Cattle Show every morning at 11 a.m. But honestly, here's the thing. I don't know how many of your fans are going to enjoy it because it's a 30-minute podcast and it's just sports. It's hardcore sportsy shit.
Probably not.
And
but still, you never know.
Reason why though? That's another reason why I wanted to jump on here because I think again, people have perceptions and we tend to be treated as like one-dimensional characters in media. And people see me as like this hardcore sports dude. He can't do anything else and all that bullshit. Like, I actually like kicking back and going back and forth and talking about life and talking about things. So like different things than just, the Patriots need an X wide receiver in the second round. And can they draft A.D. Mitchell? And so that's why, I would have rather spent like 10 minutes on the Belichick thing, but it is what it is. So if you like sports talk, if you like Patriots talk for a good solid 30 to 45 minutes, you can check me out. I understand that it's, I'm not sitting there and being jokey joke maker because I have a condensed amount of time. But if you want to check it out, I would certainly appreciate it. And I'm not turning down subscribers at this point because, as you said, man, I'm just trying to hustle and keep my head above water for right now.
Oh, we appreciate it, Nick. Hang in there. I'm sure we'll see you down the line.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, anytime you want to talk about whatever, I'm cool. And let me just say this before I go. I respect the fact that you had me on. I respect the fact that your guys reached out to me because nowadays, you can go back and forth and you can have this shit and then like nothing happens. But to have me on the show and allow me to go back and forth with you, you didn't have to do that. So I do appreciate the opportunity. And if you want me on for other shit and to have fun, because I got some weird things about my personality and everything. If you want to have fun, you want to go back and forth and bust my balls, I'm all for it, man. But thank you for the time, and we'll agree to disagree on the Belichick thing. But again, I respect the fact that you had me on today.
All right, Nick. We'll talk to you. See you, buddy.
All right, brother. See you.
There you go. Nick Cattles joins us. Well, there you go. Let's go around the room. Coleman, what's your thought?
I mean, if Mutt's turned down Barstool, get this guy together with him. Maybe they can work something out. Maybe he'd be into that.
You know what that means? Why would you say that?
How did that come?
You and Mutter in each other's heads so much at this
What's going on here?
Wild.
Oh, he doesn't think about mutt.
Justin, what do you think?
I
Host
think
just in you, by the way, on only.
he held his ground. He fought back. I think he was playful. I enjoyed it.
He was fine. I mean, it was just had like a bad. He just has a bad take, so it's like.
Yeah, and
We're just
he wouldn't
hitting
admit
each
that
other.
it's a bad take, so he's just kind of going around.
The
in
Mercer
circles.
thing is crazy. Whatever. He's your classic. Like I could see him as a small market afternoon host / PD who just talks and talks and talks. And he's like, that guy would have been my PD. I would have just like eaten him alive. Like he would have wound up killing himself. But he seems like a nice enough guy. I don't know. Like,
I guess it comes down to would you rather someone fold and admit they're wrong, or stay the course with a bad take?
well, he just kept saying. Like at the end, I'm like, Nick, enough. Like I got it. Like we get the irony, Nick. Like I don't know what you want me to say. Is Belichick supposed to live in the hole because he treated beat writers like shit? I don't know.
Imagine with a beer last night watching Belichick be like, the irony.
Yeah, the cruel irony of it. Coleman, are you gonna get over Mutt? Like, are you guys gonna get over this or no?
Yeah, that's.
I don't know. It's up to him, really.
You just
Why
brought him
is
up.
I don't.
You just took the first shot of the day.
Yeah, because he's still going at it. He's still continuing on with this thing, and it just doesn't stop. So, and now it's actually annoying me more than before. Like in that hate list of everyone, like now Mutt has definitely jumped to the top of it. Now
Well,
I'm
what
just
changed?
annoyed.
Why do you hate Mutt more than the other people now?
Because he just
yesterday?
like he just continued into yesterday. Now it's just pissing me off more. So,
But
we'll
like
see.
what? I didn't see what happened yesterday.
He was like, "Oh, are there any NBA games on today?" Like going on about the Knicks. Or
It wasn't
whatever.
just him. It was a
movement,
like a full
Jeff.
attack.
Yeah, it was fucking
What was that?
awesome.
I was
dude.
part of it too. It was
Yeah,
me and
of
jumped in.
course,
Yeah,
of
it was
course
like
you
30
were.
people tweeted at Coleman like,
I
"And the NBA games."
I have a take on this. I don't think anybody in the history of the show is as hated as Coleman is hated right now, in like a weird way. I think this is peak. Do you think that's right or no?
Colleen
different.
taking over for Steve.
Yeah, but people still like Coleman because he had history in the show.
But no, I'm saying in the beginning.
No, because he'd been there. He had done the three.
Yeah.
Like he was
was the
always
hero when he took
around.
over.
Like there's.
I'm a yellow shirt guy.
You're right. I'm talking like show
Yeah.
like,
People who've been in
producers or me or Mike.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody.
My
Nobody-
ears are still ringing from the booze in Portland.
Nobody likes Coleman. No.
He's the bad guy. Coleman, I just want to say congratulations. Big Cat here. I just walked in. Congratulations on, paying for your car now.
Thank you. It's a big
Yeah.
deal.
Did you go to the DMV?
I did. It was horrendous.
Wow.
What are the odds of you going to the DMV
Yes.
that day that Mutt called you out on that, Coleman?
I had it scheduled.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that was Coleman. You had to realize, like, I was listening to that. I laughed out loud in my car when you're like, Mutt, you take money from your parents. Mutt's like, you take money from your parents. Like, not anymore. I'm going to the DMV right now.
Okay, DMV.
I'm a big boy now.
There's two
Official.
Colemans.
What happened today? Why is he on?
Coleman?
Yeah, like, or has he been on the whole show?
Yeah, Justin Coleman. Or,
Oh,
we just had the other guy, a Cattles guy, on.
Yeah, I saw that when I walked in. How'd it go?
It was fine.
Is
He was
still an idiot.
He's. You know what? I didn't realize he was. He is a former small market program director. So once I knew that, I was like, oh, okay. Like those guys love to talk. And he's like,
so he talked your ear off.
and he ends. He's kind of like, anytime you want to come, like, I'm not just a sports guy. If you want to I'm crazy. If you want to just talk shit one day, like,
I could swear.
yeah, he's like, I'll just come in and fuck around. I was like, all right, like, okay, this guy's an idiot, but he was a nice, I don't know, he's a useful idiot, I suppose.
I just love him just saying the idiot is the line, the line he draws on the internet. Don't call me an idiot.
He first, Jeff, am I wrong? First said he was kidding about that, but then said he wasn't. Right?
Yeah, he did start off by saying
that. He's
the
like-
context of
He's
Twitter.
like, it's lost on Twitter.
I don't think a guy like that, from what you've described, is like a big sarcasm guy.
What drink is that?
It's coffee.
In the Stella Blue?
Yeah,
That's a nice cup.
yeah, it is. They have them out there. I got you extra muffins if anyone wants a
Oh,
muffin.
thank you. It's class right there.
Blueberry muffin.
Pancakes for the table.
Pancakes for the table. Exactly. I have a big announcement.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Pretty big. Are you ready for this?
I think so.
Okay. I don't know if we want to, Coleman, I don't know if you want to tweet out that I got a huge announcement.
Do you have music for it, Coleman? Or no?
I'll tweet it out.
What's up, Justin?
How's it going?
Okay. All right. I don't know how to say this. Here we go. Okay.
Mhm.
At some point this summer.
I don't like where this is going.
What? No, it's not.
Okay.
At some point this summer, July, August, typical summer months that people are aware of.
Traditional, yeah.
Dan Katz, Big Cat,
Mhm.
will be going on Gaming with Gus.
Wow.
Big news.
Thank you. Oh, my.
Spinners.
Wow.
He DM'd me asking me to go on Gaming with Gus.
What would you like to do?
Oh, he wants to play NCAA football game.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so he DM'd me asking me to go on. I think during the third pick of the NFL draft last night. Not even
Well,
just,
your first pick was done.
yeah, we had the ninth pick too, but just completely out of nowhere, just DM me is like, hey,
But you know where
I was wondering if we make a scheduled plan for August in the middle of the draft. Can we make a plan for August for you to come on? But I'm going on.
he is DMing you, if I'm right, guys, from his wife's friend's wedding in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Right? Is that right,
Yeah.
guys, or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you're in. You're going to do it.
I'm in.
That's a
How-
pretty proactive
that's pretty
move
big.
for Gus.
No, he's asked me to be on
Oh,
a
okay.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And I've said yes, and then now that is the part here is that I have said yes to a lot of things, and then I haven't followed through with Gus. This one I'm going to do.
Why?
Asked me to do another podcast. I said yes, and then
Why July or August? Why not try and
That's when
delay
the
it even
game
more?
comes. Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Too late. You already made the announcement. Oh, it's when the game comes out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What?
How long is that stream? How long do you game? Like, how long is a game? Like an hour?
I think he'll probably try to kidnap me for hours and hours on end.
Are you going to his house to do it?
No,
Yes.
fuck no.
Yes.
You have to.
No.
I've been there.
He'll probably invite himself here.
Oh man, him
Yeah.
showing up, he's so fucking funny.
Actually, I think Gus is the one guy who actually could work here. Like, would actually wind up here. I shouldn't tell, but that's like telling.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
the worst thing he's ever said.
Telling John Hinckley. Yeah, it's not true. Not true. I don't.
He's just gonna keep playing that on loop in his bedroom and be like, yeah, you know what? I could work there.
Yeah. If he shows up here, he'll be like,
He's gonna come up with he's gonna walk in the front door. He's like, brought the lasagna for you guys.
he'll be like, what's his face? They have the spider, Mantis. They after the free throw shooting.
Yes.
He was.
He's just kind of.
He was like a
he could
steal.
still. Mantis could still be here.
That's true. He might still be here.
Yeah.
That was funny.
He had a run where he.
Well, that's a huge announcement.
Yeah, huge.
That's big.
I saved it for the show. I thought, I was gonna do an emergency press conference, but I figured this was the way to
Here
do
it is. Breaking news. At some point this summer, Big Cal will be joining Gus on Gaming with Gus playing NCAA. That's a big win for the network too.
Does Gaming with Gus? How many episodes have they done?
I think 6.
Okay.
6. Okay.
I-
Is there a chance, Justin, that Gaming with Gus won't be around by the time the game comes out?
Well, he has this new.
That would be
I
great
think there's a
for
chance
me.
it could be the first time. No, you're happening, but like it'd be after like 7 weeks of a hiatus or something.
Okay.
Or in May, basically.
Yeah,
So like I think it's gonna happen.
it would be great
So
if he just stopped doing it and then I never had to do the.
What's his other show, Justin? I don't know if you're interested in this one. Dan.
Puff
Well,
Puff
of course
piece.
I would be.
What is it?
Puff piece.
The Puff piece is the name of his new show he's pitching, where he does drugs while doing a Puff piece interview with somebody. Like he would have you on.
What is he? He's like he works for Vice.
Well, no, it's like Bill Maher. almost.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
right.
Yeah.
Where it's like a suck off interview while you're doing drugs. But like, so if you said to him like his pitch would be like he would have John Hinckley on, but he would never talk about the bad stuff.
And he would get high with him.
Yes, like the subject can dictate whatever.
Puff piece. Got it now.
But that's what
Right.
you're trying to get OJ on for, I think.
I don't.
Yes.
I actually don't hate that.
not a bad idea.
But he's got to get, the only way that works is you have to get like really, really reprehensible people on.
You're like our guy Jared Fogle.
Yeah,
Talk about his
right.
diet.
Right. You have to get
Right.
like the worst people that you can imagine and just never ask them about the bad stuff.
That's one of your best takes of all time. Is that Jared Fogle? Where they born, pardon my take.
Oh, he would have been. He would have been hanging out with us. Just
He'd been on the Mount Rushmore graph.
Oh
They'd have been-
man! Every time the Colts had a big game, we would have hit him up and
It'd
been
be like a big
"Come
joke,
on."
like Spider would poke his head in, and Jared would be like, "You got any like 6-inch subs?" Everybody
Yeah.
would laugh.
Yeah, we would have done a whole
Something
ad
like-
deal, and then and Jared would have come here, and
Right.
yeah. Oh,
What is second on that list? Like guys who have gone wrong, who would be great part, like
who would have? I mean, we did have the one interview that I wish we could have back, and I don't know why I never like really read into it. Was we did have Karl Malone on during the Last Dance, or during
Yeah,
COVID
yeah,
when the Last Dance was coming out, and that one I should have maybe read a little more about Karl Malone.
You a Karl Malone guy, Justin?
No. The mailman?
No.
I don't like
Yeah, I
mailman.
don't know. Well, you guys, I don't know, some similarities there.
Don't tip him.
She was what, 14?
I think there's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple stories, but I mean, yeah, there's some bad stuff.
Some weird stuff.
Didn't fully realize that, but yeah, who else would be a bad? I mean, OJ probably would have been like if podcasts existed in the 80s.
Yeah.
OJ, we probably
It'd be playful. Like,
Yeah.
love to like, yeah.
we probably would have had to do a podcast being like, listen, every time we hung out with him, he was
great.
a guy.
He's like a really nice guy.
We never had any.
You might have had like Darren Sharp on a couple of times, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like he's like got like Powerade or something.
we
And
were talking last night. A sneaky weird one is Kellen Winslow Jr.
Oh yeah, he lost his mind.
He's like an 80-year-old or something, right? Not
Yeah.
not any better or worse, a 20-year-old, but just a weird.
And he was jerking off in a Target parking lot. That was the other part.
Was he really?
Yeah, he had a couple moments. Everyone's like, "Is he okay?" And then the bad thing really happened.
Public masturbation to me is like a weird. That's like I don't know what's going on there. Although I've told
Yeah,
the
people
story when I
learn.
was when I was 14 or 15, I masturbated by my mom and my brother went to see one movie. I went to Ed Wood by myself and masturbated in the theater when the woman hit on Ed Wood. No, but I was a teenager. Like, it's like and now, well, you know, Harry.
Harry's he's 45.
Yeah,
We're going to see a super horny movie today.
Jeff and I are going to see Challengers together today.
What is that?
That's the
The
Zendaya
horny tennis
movie.
three-way movie. Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, I'm gonna watch a threesome with Jeff.
In the middle of
We
the
never seen a
day?
movie together.
We're movie critics. We gotta go see a movie before the film festival.
All right, so let's talk about that because
Do we? Oh, one second. Sorry, Dan. 1 second.
yeah.
Do we have ads today or no?
Yes,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
4 of them.
Actually, I didn't.
We have
get-
4 of them. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
I have.
Rip so
Oh, they're right there.
Have them right here. Which one do you want me to do first, Dave? Do you want me to do Tommy John, BetterHelp, Babel, or Miltons?
Tommy John.
Okay. There you go. Coleman, Coleman, why don't you tell me a little bit about Tommy John, the baseball player? What do you know about him?
I know that it's the name of the surgery you got to get. You got to fix your
There
Tommy
we
John.
go.
What position did Tommy John play?
Pitcher.
There you go. Right-handed or left-handed?
Lefty.
This is unbelievable.
Oh
Holy
my
shit.
God.
The
How-
one guy he knows.
How old was he? What forced him to retire?
Tommy John.
Was he Coleman? He had the surgery, and that's why he's kind of known for that. Then he,
I thought maybe it
didn't.
didn't work with him first.
How many games did he win?
He won 61.
I think 288. Is that right?
It falls
Spot on 280.
288. There you go.
Just
Even
shy.
number, so I can guess it. 288 is well short of the 20 million pairs sold. Thousands of 5-star reviews. I'm wearing them right now. We're on my run this morning. Beautiful, beautiful Chicago morning. We're staying at a boutique hotel.
This is my favorite weather right now.
Perfect. Yes.
The
Cool in the-
55, 60 with the sun out.
Yep. Cool in the morning, but not too bad. Not
Yep.
freezing. And
Yep.
you can wear this all day, and it's oh yes. I
It's
agree.
if one side of the street is shade, you need a
Little cold.
sweatshirt. If you go on the sunny side, you could take it.
So if I offered you this weather every day for the rest of your life, you'd take it.
I think I'd take it.
You wouldn't want it to be a little hotter sometimes.
I think I'd take it.
You-
I like wearing
it's all
I also
right.
like wearing sweatshirts because
Right.
I hide everything.
Tommy John every day. Okay, wear him every day. Best pair you wear. It's free guarantee. 20% off. 20 off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/Kirk. This all counts, Jeff, as part of the read. So if is Stephen Chase still timing my ad reads or no? We're past that?
They might be past him now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's now hosting shows, Stephen. He's a big star hosting the draft thing last night. Huge star. 20 on Second Skin at TommyJohn.com/Kirk. TommyJohn.com/Kirk. See site for details. Go.
I went to Tommy John on Michigan Ave and got, I don't know, like a 17 different things before I went to Mexico. It's great. Most comfortable clothes.
Nice. Yeah, no, they're super. The underwear's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's all I wear.
Yeah.
What's your take on boutique hotels?
Boutique hotels.
What does that mean?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, this one's okay. It's fine. It's a good, solid hotel. They shouldn't advertise it as such. It makes me nervous. The bed made me nervous when I walked in.
I warned you about the bed, though.
Yeah, everything's like.
I like staying in this hotel because it's like a
everything's
second
purposely
away.
quirky.
Exactly.
You know,
My problem with boutique hotels, like if you could find a good one, then it's the
home run.
best,
Yeah.
the absolute best, because then you don't feel like you're in the same like
Yes,
Quinta Inn.
courtyard.
Yeah, right. But so many times you go to a boutique hotel, and I feel like this might just be off the top of my head. Someone could say this is so wrong. I feel like boutique hotels always have the smallest bathrooms. Their rooms are not like there'll be like a weird chair.
exactly.
And like the lighting will be weird, and they're trying to make you feel like, I think it's the W Hotel brand kind of made this spin-off of all these other brands trying to be that way. You know how you go to a W and it's like they're intentionally trying to be cool and edgy.
Right.
It's like, I just want a comfortable thing to sit on.
Well, every chair at a boutique hotel is like it's like down here.
And the lobby, this is not.
The lobby.
I'm gonna
so-
sound
you see the
so.
chairs in the
I'm
lobby?
gonna sound so old now.
Yeah.
Very short.
I'm gonna sound so old. The lobbies in a boutique hotel are always darker than they should be.
That is
I feel like they're dimmer than they should be. I just
You're
want
right.
a little bit more light.
But this is a solid one. In
Okay.
that area, well, you would know it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's that strip with all the shops?
I just by that Google. The Google.
You're in the West Loop, yeah.
The Google's right.
Yeah.
Then so you go down. There's that nice street.
Yeah, it's
Random-
beautiful on Randolph. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
And people, I was
close.
Beautiful.
I was walking around. I made the Kirkman exit from here last night. It didn't tell anybody. So I'm walking.
Oh yeah, someone said that like pick 20. They're like, "Where's Kirk?" It's like he's been gone.
I was watching
so
People
long.
Big World in my hotel room.
Yeah.
But there were a ton of people. I saw a ton of USC shirts and like there's legitimate excitement.
There's a lot of excitement.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, this
Happened.
guy's gonna be good.
I mean, he's picked first in the draft. That's a guarantee he'll be a good quarterback.
Yes.
Like you're done. Like it's never
I
not
know.
happening.
Yeah, I agree with everything you're saying.
Weird.
You're right.
Like-
Everything you just said, you're right.
I think I've talked to you about this before. The Bears have not had like a great quarterback
Ever.
in the history of the franchise. I mean,
Ever.
I don't know,
Jay Cutler.
or something.
Jay Cutler, Sid Luckman.
But Jay Cutler was never
No,
one
that
of the
he was
three best quarterbacks in the league.
talent-wise, he was the best quarterback the Bears have ever had. Actual production, no.
Right. They've
Like,
never had
No,
like.
it's not even close. It's just
crazy.
a total shit show.
Where does this rank if this guy sucks? Which I mean, obviously he's not.
I don't know if I'll come back from this one.
How many Super Bowls is he going to win?
I think our disappointment would be 2.
You'd be disappointed if he.
Yeah, if he only wins 2.
Oh no.
If he won. So, but how many will he win? Over under 3.5.
He said he wants to win 8. Why would I take him as a liar?
That seems fair.
He wants to win 8.
It was so funny watching these guys last night because then they took the wide receiver 9, right?
Yep. Roma
And
Dunze.
everyone, Dan, all these guys, they're all so excited. They're all.
I know.
A couple of the guys in the room, they're all production guys. Like, yeah, it's all happening. I'm like, God, it's.
Listen, I explained this on the mid show when I was on the mid show the other day. People were like, didn't you react this same way for Justin Fields 3 years ago? I was dumb then.
Right.
Now I'm smart.
And this
Now I understand. We're going to actually play offense for the first time. The Bears it's not even that they haven't had a good they are the only franchise to not have a 4,000-yard passer in a season.
That's
the only franchise to not have a 30 touchdown. Do you know how easy it is to
Jay
get
Cutler never threw 30 touchdowns.
No, because he got his best year, he got hurt. He broke his thumb
Yeah.
in a very Jay Cutler way, trying to tackle someone after throwing an interception. You know how easy it is to throw 30 touchdowns now?
Yes.
I mean, it's not
Right.
in today's game, it is so easy. So if he has a 30 touchdown, 4,000-yard season, like if you hit those exact numbers, you would probably be like the 10th best quarterback in the NFL next year.
Like Kirk Cousins or something.
Right. That would be the greatest
Ever.
for the Chicago Bears. What were you talking about before the ad? Though?
One thing, film festival. One thing before.
Oh, yes.
Mikey Greer quote tweeted somebody who compared Caleb Williams to Prince, and he was like, "I can't believe he's comparing like this gay guy." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, Prince is kind of a famous.
Yeah.
He's like a legendary pussy hound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
like
that's if you said
be compared to Prince is pretty great anyway.
yeah, if he's got the career of Prince,
Oh,
that's 4 Super Bowls.
Prince's first album. Prince was like a genius, like Mozart was a genius.
Yeah.
Legitimately like
Yes.
genius.
Played all the instruments.
His first album, he produced it. He did everything.
Everything.
Like he walked into a room like this with nothing and made that album.
Yeah, be like, all right, I'll do the bass now.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
now
like-
I'll do the piano.
Yesterday on the Unnamed show, we were talking about songwriters and how people don't write their own songs. And Whitney's like, "Did Bruce write his own songs?" Like, yeah. Dave's like, yeah, I saw him once on TV. He had a notebook in front of him. I'm like, good enough. Confirmed.
Dave,
No festival.
what's your favorite Prince song?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, I listen to Purple Rain all the time.
Yep.
That the Purple Rain song itself is, I think I famously rated it #2 in my songs of the '80s.
Oh,
Yes.
what was number 1?
Atlantic City.
Okay,
Which I
that makes
which
sense.
I know you think is
The band.
not even Bruce, right? I mean, Bruce wrote that song, right?
Of course I do.
That's a great. I just saw that cover on YouTube. I watched them on Letterman the other day doing that.
Who?
The band.
Oh, you did?
Atlantic City. It's a great cover.
Wait, they were on Letterman?
82, I think.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Atlantic City, also known as, Justin called it a different title.
Oh yeah. What do you call it, Justin?
Chicken Man.
Right?
Chicken Man. Wait, the band was it? It wasn't the whole band.
No, I think it was
Break
like
up?
it was the
Last Waltz was like what
70s?
70s, late 70s.
77. Scorsese. 77,
Yeah.
78. I think it was like a weird. Yeah, it was like a weird hybrid. I think.
Was it Levon or Robbie?
I think it was Levon.
I gotta watch it. Levon for that song. That's Levon.
Yeah, that's a song.
Yeah, like you need
It's a great
Levon.
cover. It's a great cover. What's your favorite Prince song?
I like Raspberry Beret.
Great
It
song.
always gets me going.
His. I mean, the thing about Prince is like like he wrote everything. Like he would write songs for under different names, like tons of hits for.
I know.
Man,
I'm a Let's Go Crazy guy.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Let's
Nothing
Go
Compares
Crazy
to
is
You.
great.
His version, Nothing Compares to You is unbelievable.
Yeah,
I think his version
incredible.
is better than the song than Sinead.
Will you see Bruce Springsteen when he goes to the Sphere?
No, I get sick.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm going to the Sphere for Dead and Company
Okay. Yeah.
in June.
I don't think Bruce is going to go to the Sphere. I don't.
Yeah,
That was when you tweeted it, honestly, because I would go in a heartbeat, even though it is. I could see if you.
I get like.
But the second you tweeted, I'm like, I'm not going, because I was like, I'd be like, he'd be the only person I go with. I don't know who else I'd go with.
I get spins. I get like that stuff. Like, can I just focus on when I get sick if I just look at him?
I don't know. I'm gonna eat a lot of mushrooms, so I probably will get sick
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
My friend saw you too. He saw him very low and some very high up.
Yeah.
And he said very low down, amazing. That high up, he's like, it was a little.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really get sick, but it was a little weird.
Plus, I don't want Barstool people at the Sphere. It makes me uncomfortable. It's toxic. I don't like it.
That was an all-time.
Of all the people
What's
to pick,
that?
too. Of all the people to pick, it was Mitzi, right? It was that.
Yeah, no, it's Mitzi, but it was like that.
Yeah, that's
I just be like, I can't imagine being such a
Watching the show.
loser.
Oh.
Like Fish puts on 4 incredible nights and just standing there being like, man, this is so awesome. But somewhere Mincy's here.
Ben Mintz is there.
He's an all-time. Yesterday he walked up to me because the Beer Olympics moving the dozen has become a disaster for me because nobody.
I
Nobody wants to play on Sunday.
Anybody left in the Beer Olympics?
Well, so Sunday's Father's Day.
I can't drop out of the Beer Olympics.
I think you have to.
I can't.
I mean, you can't.
I can't. I said that to Will and Taylor last night like 20 times.
Can't.
There's gonna be you and them.
nervous. I just kept on going up like, listen,
I can't do it.
I can't drop out. And they were just like, why are you saying it like that?
Shane Gillis and Bert Kreischer out now, right?
Shane is not out officially.
But he's
Will Compton lied to me. He lied to me. He told me that it was Monday was the Beer Olympics, Tuesday was recovery day. Last night, Taylor says, no, it's Monday night is the opening ceremonies, Tuesday's Beer Olympics, Wednesday's recovery day. I don't want to be in Vegas for 3 days.
That sounds so dreadful. I
More than
love
that,
Will.
you're
but-
going to the concert, right?
I'm going to the concert, yeah.
Oh, that's where you're there.
5 days.
When's the concert?
6 days. I'm going on Friday. So yeah, I'll be there.
See, I'm so old. If I still drank by Friday, I'd still be fucking.
Oh no, I'm there.
Yeah.
This will fuck me up for
3 weeks.
I'll have chapped lips for a month.
Right? Yeah, it's gonna.
It's
It's gonna be 140 degrees.
oh God. So yeah,
That's a discussion we're gonna have to talk later because I don't think people are gonna come play on Sunday now because the originally dozen tournament was gonna have no NBA Finals overlap, no Stanley Cup, and that Sunday was nothing. And now it's Father's Day, Stanley Cup, and NBA Finals.
Well, I kind of dictate what the schedule is for the.
yeah, that's true.
As Dan knows.
I mean, you guys, I'm sure when you guys say you're going to your movie, you're just going to sit there and plot out the script.
we're gonna write questions for. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
What's wrong with that?
I know how it works. I'm fine with where I'm at. I listen.
I saw you bitching again on Twitter. I just saw you.
What?
Yeah,
yeah, you're mad about the automatic buy.
yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, my team because I
say who-
have to play another game.
You could be a top 4 seed.
I know we have to.
I don't think you're gonna drop below 3.
Kirk,
Yeah.
we're 7-1. Let me ask you this:
Mm-hmm.
Team A, 7-1.
Team A.
Okay.
7-1.
Team B, 6-1.
Team B 6-1. All right, but I need to know strength.
Team A
Head to head.
has played Team B
Uh-huh.
and beaten Team B.
Okay.
Which team would you say is ranked higher?
I would need to see opponents. Other
Team
that's
A
circumstance.
has
right.
played
Given the evidence,
Team B.
given the evidence put in front of me, I would say the 7-1 team should be ranked high.
I would agree. Unfortunately, that's just not
Who's
the
Team
case.
B?
Team B is ZD. They're the number 1 seed right now as we're sitting
But they
here.
won the match to become number 1.
They did because the Frankettes.
Well, we beat them.
The
Their
Frank-
only losses
The
to
Frankettes
us.
passed on it after beating the Yak in Vegas.
Right.
ZD was next in line in the rankings, and that's how they got it.
The only
Where
loss,
are you ranked right now?
well, the only loss we have is because we beat the ZD to get to the final of Vegas. Like if we didn't play that final game, we wouldn't have a loss.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Are you going to play them next week? Have you decided?
I have not decided.
Where are you ranked right now?
Probably like 15th.
Where are they
They're
ranked?
3. They're going to.
3 right now.
Spoiler alert: they won last night. They will be ranked 2 next week. Is my guess.
Congratulations.
No, I'm not.
That's great.
I just don't want to. I want a bye because I don't want to have to play on Father's Day, which is also my son's birthday.
Well, you would likely play on Monday. People who have like younger children, I'm going to be like, well, that's when Father's Day really is, especially a thing. But now at this point, I think we're going to have to play all 4 matches on Monday.
Listen,
I know.
I
I'm not
understand.
playing that.
I understand the dozen is rigged for you and Dave. I will say this about Jeff and how he runs it. I appreciate Jeff thinks of me as much as a person and as a friend that he continually writes us into a top 4 spot every season.
Well,
Like he does have us being a decent. He doesn't embarrass us and be like, this year we're going to make him the last.
well, you're a great team.
I'm.
You were in the
I'm
semifinals
washed.
against us
I'm
last-
washed at this point. It's Ronan Shea.
This is your best season.
What?
No, it's your second best season. First season.
There's no way.
You're. Well, do you see the list came out yesterday of where everyone's ranked?
I did see that.
Did you
I
see
believe
his
me.
game?
I know the bet. Yeah.
Let me just read it to you. You're gonna get a laugh. Hold on.
I'm ranked
So-
where? Second?
So yeah. So the Yak.
Everyone think I'm having this bad year. I'm ranked second in the league.
You see when we called Rico, when the other team called Rico for a phone a friend?
Yeah.
And then we couldn't, but we just still did.
Oh, nice.
And he got
So
it.
the Yak. Che ranked 8th. Roan 15th.
Yeah, they're great.
You're 19th.
That's pretty damn good.
I
all
don't know
averaging
how that's
6.3 or
possible.
above.
I think that's when the Holmes scoring table will give Chris Paul
An
extra
assist.
assists.
Yeah.
I think when I say something 2
Like
seconds
you came
after,
they give you
they give me a half credit, which I'm not gonna.
Hey, I'll take
Again, I appreciate.
It's out
it.
of
Getting a lot of half sacks.
Out of 48 people, Team Minahan. Kirk number 2, averaging just below Glenny for leading scorer.
Wow, Glenny.
Had a great year.
Hank and Rico 41-46, averaging 3.7 points per match.
Wait, hold on.
Rico is the
Hank's ahead of
3rd
Rico.
lowest ranked player in the league.
Hank is ahead of
Hank
Rico.
the other night in our win, Hank played very well.
Hank was huge.
Hank's
yeah.
good in music.
Hank is ahead of Rico.
Yeah.
He's a reluctant warrior.
Oh man, I do love your team that you have. You just got to drag them. You got to drag them to the finish line. If you win this,
What's going on here?
why is
American
that?
Beauty.
That is
Yeah. It's a weird bug.
significant.
Jesus. If we win this title, it's
It will be one of the most incredible things you've ever done because it will. I mean, let's be honest. We never really addressed the elephant in the room. Brandon Walker has created a super team before super teams
Yes.
existed,
and it's, won
and
no
it's
title.
still not won a title. Probably would never speak one single word to Fran if it weren't for this.
Never.
Like,
never.
So if you did this, if you got to the finals here and you went up against them or the Frankettes, it'd be like LeBron, whatever year that was when 2019 was it 2019 LeBron Cav?
Block that shot.
No, 20.
His last run.
Yeah, when he the first game
Yeah, when
they lost by
Clarkson.
they lost in
Oh,
5
yeah.
games, but in the first game he scored like 50 points and
Right.
he was just dragging
18,
them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we have a chance. I know we have the bye, which is great. We've earned it. So, it's great for us. So the film festival is today.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So how do you guys want me to
Dan is a third. He's with us.
The third judge.
Should be a challenge.
I am that meme where it's like the 2 dragons that look fierce and then
But
the
do you
really
want us to
dumb
be
one.
really critical and snot? That it's better.
I'm asking you
What are we
guys.
doing?
I don't
How does it work?
I don't know. I judge movies on do I like it or not. That's it.
Yeah.
I informed the gambling cave. You weren't in the room last night when people were talking about how long it would take, and they all thought it was 1 award, and I said it's 10, and they all were shocked.
That one we might have overdone that.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be
I
fun.
am too.
I
Yeah.
know it's gonna be very fun because I know they put this film festival is less about the content people and it's more about showing off how great some of our video guys and producers are because that's what they want. That's their passion. Like we have a lot of guys who probably went to film school,
Sure.
and they get to flex their muscles on something other than record on Ben Mintz at 8 a.m.
Right. So we watch them, and then the 3 of us go somewhere and select the winners. Is that how we're doing it?
It's ranked voting too, so we have to
Oh, it is okay.
rank all 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm up for the task. I'm
Should we
excited.
be more critical? You and me?
I just want whatever one I think is the best to win. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any.
There's no I don't have any ability to tell like, oh, they shot this and this and they the way they
Right.
sequence this together. It's going to be like I liked it or not.
It has everything right. Cinematography.
I'm hearing one looks significantly better than all these.
Mikey Pavs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
got
really
order.
he's really good at like color grading they call it, and like making sure things look like really
Yeah. See, I don't understand any of that stuff.
I think it's noticeable from what I've heard.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm not.
Besides the acting.
I appreciate you guys coming out here for this.
Of course, I love coming here.
No
I'm- I enjoy.
You get
what's
the
it-
free lasagna.
Yeah, I did.
Have you corrected? Have you at least corrected that you were wrong on
Oh, you
that?
should set the record for that.
Yeah, so Kirk made fun of the Chicago office.
On the
It was
unnamed
very funny. But I want it set that we get free lunch like 3 to 4 times a week, not all 5 days. So
That
it's
is-
very clear.
Last night there was
Oh yeah, last night there's
Every time I'm here.
pizza, there's lasagna.
spider.
No, we're regulars now. We're regulars down the street.
But this is essentially what you had in mind, right?
Oh yeah, everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a fun factory. It's
Is there anything you don't like? Have you been disappointed in anything or no?
no, I don't think so. I want more space already.
You're talking about using that place.
Yeah, batting cage,
Batting cage. Okay,
having the mini golf set up all the time,
that'd be good.
right?
That'd be good.
Like having, I don't know, just more space. If
Yeah.
I can get more space, it'd be incredible. But yeah, there's
How much more
nothing-
space is that?
I think it's like a third of this, so maybe like 10, 15,000 square feet, which I know that it has to make financial sense. I'm not
Right.
crazy. It's
Yeah.
not a complaint. It's more if our neighbor moves out,
Right.
why wouldn't we at least look at it
Right.
to
Yeah.
expand some more?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, everything's been great. And I love doing these big things like this film festival is cool because it gets a bunch of people working together that don't work together usually. Like
Right.
some weird pairings, which is very fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And we're doing the whole dozen thing here until the
Yeah, the whole
75.
thing's live.
yeah, and then the shows, where
On
we
the
doing it?
court, right?
Vic?
It's at the Riviera.
The Riviera.
A little bigger. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be off the court. It's on the grass where if you look at like the basketball court here.
Yeah.
Because they were gonna put us in the studio, but I'm like, you know what? The space is huge. I'd love if like the ponies last year and they won. Like they ran around and they won. Like, why not let people watch?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And then there's gonna be like a little, I think Jerry's gonna host the intermission show. He's gonna do like a locker room set. He's gonna be like a beat reporter almost. So it's gonna be cool.
These are things we need to do a better job of. Like, I think what we found is that a lot of people want, instead of giving away money or like merch, the experiential. I'm sorry, I went home late last
The
night.
experience?
Experiential
Okay.
things. We
Oh,
should be doing
experimental things.
not experimental experience.
The experience. Okay, got you.
We should be doing more giveaways, promos to, hey, if you win this, you get to come watch the dozen live
Could still do it.
and have like a live audience kind of thing.
Right.
Like I was thinking that next year for the mini golf, that should be something like whether it be a Black Friday or some type of tie-in
Right.
where you get 30 people. They're like, you get to watch the mini golf live and be the gallery.
Right. Hang out with them.
That was
Yeah,
good. That was
like
a good.
those are the ones that we
mini
need
golf.
to just do. I need to be smarter at getting proactive on that.
What's that, Jeff?
Mincy down the line, it was me, Kirk, and Riggs went one by one. You know this. You know him as well as anyone. Went to Kirk. He's like, hey, we should have people up there like the 16th hole.
Oh yeah.
And then he went down the race for the same thing. We were next to, like back to back to back.
I can hear it playing. Yeah, it's like when you go to Disney World, you can hear like part of the haunted mansion before you get there, and then you get there. That's what it was like with Mitzi. I could hear the end of it. Where he's like, yeah, 16th.
Riggs like the party hole. Yeah.
He's got a forever echo going on where if it's just he just keeps telling everyone the same thing over and over.
Is Rico still angling to get here or no? He mentioned
I
he wants to.
think so, but I don't know. I think he goes back and forth. I think he would like to be. I would like him to be here, but I understand it's hard. I have no idea. Oh, I guess because none of us spend day to day with him. Like, what his day to day mood has been recently.
I don't
It was
really.
firing. It's fucking threw up. Arizona.
Why'd you almost throw up?
Water went down the wrong pipe
Oh, okay.
with my good body.
In Arizona?
Yeah.
Is you all right?
I'm good. He was fiery on the final four. He had some like attitude. I felt like
He did.
funny though, like not a bad.
Although he went back to sad Rico when for the 2 hours that Nate Oates was maybe going to go to Kentucky.
He was sad.
He was mad at me because I had banned him from Big Blue Nation. I went on Matt Jones' show. It had like 20,000 people listening on the night that Cal went to Arkansas. And I was like, listen, Matt, like, just so you know, if you get Nate Oates, like he's got some baggage. I'm not talking about the murders. I'm talking about Rico Bosco. Like, this is some bad.
You didn't like that.
Yeah, he was so mad at me.
Rico is such a I love Rico, but he's such a star fucker. It's like weird
with the coaches.
It's worst
great.
quality. I've told him that. It makes me like uncomfortable.
Yeah, the Tony Finau story was pretty
Perfect.
That one, I wonder how many times he's done that for a lot of people.
Thousands.
Yeah.
Because he first told me, he was like, I saw Tony Finau. He knew us. So I was like, Tony Finau knew you. He gave my number. He didn't tell me that he brought the foreplay thing up to about 70 times.
That would make me so uncomfortable to walk up to like Tony Finau.
Imagine.
I wouldn't approach Tony Finau if I saw him in a parking lot.
Right. Yeah.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, well,
I'd like give him a wave.
Sure.
And if he noticed me, but I wouldn't just be like, hey, Tony Finau, Dan Katz, Barstool Sports.
He come on the show, or I know the foreplay guys.
Yeah.
Really, and I don't know.
So his trivia, he's not locked in.
I don't know what's going on with him this year.
Weird.
You see, the year started. Our first match, Quiggs didn't show up. He got kicked off the team, and Rico's thing froze. So I think I played by myself against Dave's team.
Right.
I lost by 2 points. So it's been that kind of year. I've been swimming upstream all year. I think we're starting to find our rhythm a little bit. Like I think we're going to be a tough out.
So this will be like if they do the championship DVD after you win this year, it will be the one that you had the most adversity.
I told the guys after the match the other night, this will be more satisfying than last year if we can win. And that was the greatest moment, other than my kids, along with my kids being born, was the greatest moment of my life.
Yeah.
Winning the
Yeah, I mean you could split it up too.
Right.
Like I go my son, my daughter, Caleb Williams being drafted, and then my second son. Most important days of my life.
Yeah, for me, caping, because she was the first.
Yeah. You can go dozen. Mini golf.
Well, in Arizona, yeah.
Then Harry. Yeah, that's fair.
Harry was,
I thought you break it up. Yeah.
Because Harry is great, but you'll find out, boys are just, now he's 12 and he thinks, everything is just dumping on dad. He loves dumping on his dad.
I'm already nervous about those moments, and I'm way far away from that, but my son's about to be 5. And even like I drop him off at school every day. And if there's no kids around, he's like, oh, I'm going to miss you. Like, hug and kiss. And then the minute he sees another kid, gone. And I'm like, shit.
No hugs, no kisses.
Yeah, right. Like today, he didn't say a word to me because a girl in his class was standing there and was like, hey, and he just went right upstairs.
But now I'm at the age where I'm like, we're not there yet, but like even doing his laundry, I'm like, is this the day where like the crusty, like are we in that world? Which is once that starts.
Did you guys ever address the John Rich tweet?
Oh, his wet dream?
Yeah.
He's still having wet dreams?
That was the craziest tweet. That just
sounds awesome.
Oh, it does sound awesome.
Do it like and have everything be clean.
And you could say like, all right, tonight I'm gonna go to
have a wet dream.
Have a wet dream.
That's like a
it's VR.
Right.
Yeah. But
what is it about, like hockey or something?
He's getting his hockey skates on. And he tweeted at 4:30 in the morning. So he literally tweeted that with cum in his pants.
Like he ejaculates?
Yes.
Because he can't get his hockey skates on?
Yeah.
Like a foot thing?
That was a crazy thing to just throw out there. And I think a lot of people just missed it because they thought maybe he was joking.
I thought he was joking.
Yeah. We called him on the yak. He was not joking. He's like, yeah, it probably happens 5 or 6 times a year.
Wish he was that interesting when he tried out for the producer job. What's
he's the weirdest thing I've ever been involved with the show with John Rich when he walked in.
He stumbled in here one night. Oh, in New York, yeah.
Oh,
that was during
Surviving,
right?
Yeah. Are you gonna be in the next season?
Dave said, I don't think so.
That's Dave's call. I think
Dave's was like, I don't want people with money in it this season. He's like, I want people who need money to be hungry for money.
I like that.
I'll do it with that. But like, to me, you know how it is here. Like, I think we get sometimes too caught up in like, hey, that first season was great. We have to have all these guys on again.
No, yeah.
Why don't we come back and do it 2 years from now?
I
do it here and bring all the,
yeah.
Or do 10.
Do a reunion in 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Do 6 people from the first season and 14, whatever. Like,
I agree. Changing it up.
I would love for Dave to do it again. I'd love for the two of you to do it again. But
I may never do it again because I almost guarantee that I get voted out on the first day again as a joke. Like everyone would be like, we got to.
We have to do it during Caleb Williams' first day.
Yeah, but I really do. I think that because that's what I would do if I were in everyone else's shoes.
That would be fun.
The first day of surviving, I'd be like, I would just get everyone together and be like, oh, we got to vote him off again first.
Yeah, it's true.
I just think, all right,
You were first guy out.
yeah, right.
I
So
always
they were,
forget that.
I have no doubt in my mind that it would go that way. Where even like, and I can't be mad about it because again, I would do the same thing. But to have it be, I do surviving like every 2 years, and every 2 years I get voted out in the first.
And those things are so long,
right?
In them, like I remember seeing you on like Monday afternoon. I was like, what? Like when did you get voted? Like a week ago?
Yeah, right.
Like it was yesterday.
Right. Enough people though were like all the foreplay guys. Look at think about like the Glennies of the world, Fran, Rhea, Kelly. Like there's people who haven't done it where
8 days.
Wits. I feel like Wit's gonna. He's been doing a lot of stuff
during the golf season.
Yeah, I think he's gonna dial it back.
No chance.
He gave me. I asked him point blank here during mini golf. He gave me a very small window. He's like, I would do it during this time.
Yeah.
Is he in the dozen?
No, they're not.
No, they're out.
What do you mean?
Hockey player. They didn't do it this year.
They didn't play.
I needed a guarantee of like 8 games, and they could, which fair. They're very
Got it.
Hockey player is going to win Rookie of the Year though. Keith Yandel.
Yandel's very, very funny. Great dude.
Keep an eye on. I'm not going to give anything away, Jeff, but keep an eye on the dozen going forward after this year. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to leave it out there.
Yeah, there's. Yeah.
Keep it.
There's been some talks.
Keep an eye.
There's been.
Don't do that. Keep an eye on the dozen.
Who's been talking?
Shut up. Keep an. Just.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm excited. I think
Have the three of us been talking about it?
No.
I think there's 8 teams that can win this year. Like realistically, they're consistent enough. Last year I would have said 5, which was was spot on. There's 8 who are consistent enough. Glennie and Tommy and Smitty are really
They're
good.
tough.
They've already won.
We're winning. I've seen the script.
We're not winning. No, we're not.
That's you get in your head. You guys are good though. Che is really fucking good this year.
We're very. The story of the Act Trivia team is every single season is the exact same. We're above average in almost everything, consistent, and then we'll get into the tournament and we'll have one game where we just get our asses kicked.
Yeah,
it's like as if we rolled. If like Che misses one question early, and because I can't really chip in as much, and Roan misses like a music question, it's over. It's curtains for us.
Yeah, I forget how our game. Yeah, there was some moment in our match in the semifinals where it turned. I forget.
It was pretty much off the bat.
No, yeah, you guys were the Villanova Oklahoma game from the Final Four in 2018 when Villanova won by like 45.
Yeah,
and it was like, were they even in? Was Oklahoma even here?
That's what the script was. We just followed the script.
Yeah, you followed the script. Followed the script.
So yeah, so I don't know. Like I don't know. So what? We have the red carpet.
Yep.
It's all live.
Yep.
Okay. On is it not during the yak? Post.
No, 3 o'clock.
Okay. 3 o'clock here.
3 o'clock.
4 o'clock Eastern.
We'll come right from our movie.
From Challengers. Oh, when was your first? Do you remember your first wet dream or no?
I've only had one wet dream I've had 3 or 4 wet dreams, and it was all like in the same summer when I was like 13.
Yeah, that's a perfect age.
And then it never happened again. I was like, I wish I could do this again.
The first one I ever had, I remember I woke up. I'm sure I've told this story before. I woke up in the middle I used to sleep in tidy whities, just tidy whities. I woke up.
No shirt, nothing?
No shirt. I woke up and I was obviously having some sort of I woke up and I was humping the bed. Like right before I woke up, I completed while I woke up. Is that a wet dream?
Yeah, I think so.
So because I was I was awake.
You were like a dog.
Yeah, and that was the first time I ever came.
Yeah, that a lot of people we were talking about in the YAG. A lot of people.
It was
like Nick was saying that was the first time.
It looked like clam chowder.
Yeah.
So and I'm the oldest kid, so I opened the door, and there's a long hallway down to my parents' room because I thought like the old Andrew Dice Clay joke. I thought they broke. Like I thought it was broken.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
There was an actual medical emergency.
Yeah. So I was like, my penis is broken. What is this shit? And I walked down the hall. My parents' door was closed, and I was like 3 steps away, and something in my head told me, like I can't. Like something's going on.
Oh,
like,
that's
can't tell them.
Stop.
Like it's like how like people knew when they in like the early days, like not you know what I mean?
Yeah, your brain clicked.
Yeah,
and you're like,
yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Something's they shouldn't know that.
I'm a man now.
Yes, and I went and I remember Peter Harris. I talked to him about it, and he told me what was going on in school the next day, and I was like, holy shit. He was like the one guy I could talk to about it, and and then I was off to the fucking races.
I'm not looking forward to that when my son's
I'm not either.
That age.
But once it starts, it's like,
yeah,
you're years away. You don't even have to. You're years away from the talk.
Yeah, but the fact, and it relates to the show you guys did 2 days ago when Justin was like, I was like 8 years old watching Blacked.
That's so weird.
That's what scares me. Like when growing up, I had to actually earn it.
You had to earn
it. You had to like steal Playboy, like
Illustrated.
Yeah, or like the Spice Channel. I remember Blurred.
Blurred. Yep.
Yeah, or like Brooke Burke, Wild on E. That was easy.
Even
It wasn't even nudity. It was
Girls
just
Gone Wild infomercials.
Howard Stern when
Yeah.
he would blur it out.
Yes, everything was Cindy Margolis. Everything was a play.
Right. So now it's like there's porn so easily accessible. And Justin, what was the first age you watched Blacked?
I was 12. I was in 6th grade. I got an
That's
iPod Touch.
crazy.
Imagine coming home, and your son is just banging away.
That's
the
crazy.
Those scenes, though, those women are just, they are overwhelmed by these guys.
It is true. You said it right. It's the story doesn't really change. It's like a different, maybe change it up a little.
You have the narrator, like
Yeah.
Brandy Lowe's narrating. She's like, my sister's boyfriend is really hot, and she left. And by the way, when she starts talking, like, I don't even need like the scene.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I'm. But yeah, that's a concern, and like these guys know way more. Like Harry knows way more about this stuff. Like you can't prevent it,
Right.
and
right.
but also at the same time, it's like kind of intellectually don't want to either. It's part of growing up.
Right. You want to prevent like watching it constantly.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that
I'm
kind of
saying
stuff.
like,
But
that
yeah,
becomes like
this is a rite of passage. They're gonna do it with their friends. Here, do the Babel read because I have a question for you.
yeah, sure.
I'm running to the bathroom right just to.
Go ahead. How much time you got?
Whatever.
Okay, I don't know. Is he gone?
Yeah,
He does give me all the answers.
I know he does.
Yeah.
And also, should we talk about what we've been talking about?
No, that would imagine.
I know.
Nobody, I love him. I would tell him this was nobody in the world takes anything more seriously than Jeff takes dozen trivia, which is good.
Yeah.
That's
The dozen fans hate me.
why.
I don't know. I think it's because I don't take it as serious. Like I like to talk during the games.
Yeah,
But like to me, I'm not good enough at
But
trivia.
you also take it. You want to win, though.
I do want to win, but I'm saying I don't take it. I'm not good enough at trivia to be like, watch this trivia game with me in it. That's entertaining enough. Like I want to make it entertaining
Yeah, I'm
going
not
back and forth.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right. You are good enough at trivia where I will watch you play trivia and be like, what crazy answer is
Right.
Kirk going to be able to pull out of his brain? I don't have any of those moments. Like Che has those moments.
Things though. Like
No, but the crazy ones, like when Che does his fucking jersey numbers, that I would pay to watch because it's like insane.
KB. Yeah, it's
Yeah, right. KB doing his geography.
be a better you in 2024 with Babbel. Do you speak any languages?
No,
Science back.
barely English.
Yeah, that actually works. This is something that like I think is also good for me as I get older for my brain. Harry's taking Mandarin.
So is my son.
Really?
My son,
He's taking Mandarin?
well, it's like part of Chicago Public Schools.
Oh, okay.
Next year, his school is Japanese and Arabic.
Oh, jeez, really?
Crazy. And they
Jesus.
decide it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which. I think he gets to pick between the two. I mean, he's 5, so he's not gonna. But yeah, he dropped a Mandarin word at me. I was like, "What did you say?"
Yeah. You know what?
Call me a
does?
DD
What is that?
guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Kate does ASL, American Sign Language, for a foreign language, which I feel is like kind of cheating.
No, that's smart.
It is.
That's because that's she's gonna do well in college. I mean, that's all college is just trying to figure out a way to take classes that
right.
you can pass with the minimal effort.
Yeah, we're deep in the college search now. Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are handcrafted by over 200 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. 16 million subscriptions sold. Plus, all of Babbel's 14 award-winning languages courses are backed by their 20-day money-back guarantee. Here's a special limited-time offer for the Minna fans. Right now, 55%. Who's a famous number 55? Yeah.
Lance Briggs. Yeah, Lance Briggs. Who's
Right.
no, what was Lawrence Taylor?
56.
Rest in peace.
Who?
Right?
What?
Him? No, I'm saying.
Whoa,
Lawrence Taylor?
Yeah, 55.
What do you mean?
Lance
Famous
Briggs.
55.
Lance Briggs was 55.
Who did?
A famous 55.
Well, who is it?
Junior Seau, right?
That's right.
Oh, yes.
That was a while ago.
Still sad. I mean,
What would be your
rest
most
in power
famous?
is what I say.
What would be your most famous?
I don't know. I always think of Eric Williams from the Celtics, who's not very famous. He
It's
played-
linebackers that go right. My brain just goes right to linebacker.
Coleman, give me a famous 55.
I've been racking my brain this entire time.
All right, let's
I
look
have
up best
zero
55.
idea.
Not a crazy famous number, right?
No, I think the best linebackers are 56,
56.
or 52.
Risky was 54. Who's a Patriot who's 55, Justin?
Most sacks in NFL postseason history, I believe.
Willie McGinnis, right?
Yes, I believe he was
Okay.
55.
Okay, best athletes who wore 55. Here, you.
BABBEL.com/Kirk. 55% off at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com/Kirk. Rules and restrictions may apply.
All right, so Junior Seau 1, Dikembe Mutombo 2.
Oh,
That's
sure.
a good one.
Yep.
Terrell Suggs.
Who was on the drafting last night, right?
Yeah, Derek Brooks. So, yeah, it's a lot of
That's
the
a big-
linebackers. Oral Hershiser, 55.
That's right.
Joey Porter.
Tim Lincecum. I love Tim Lincecum. Oh, he was so awesome to watch. Jason Williams, Willie McGinnis, Lance Briggs.
White chocolate, right? Not Jason Williams.
Yes. Kiki
Okay.
Vandaway,
Yep, another good player.
Jorge Posada. That's a weird baseball.
Oh, one of
He
Coleman's
was up
favorites.
20 though.
Hip hip.
Yeah. Hideki Matsui.
He's 55.
Yeah.
51.
Also, the other Jason Williams.
The guy who killed the guy.
Yeah. How about that?
Well, the why?
Yeah, his picture here is the go court.
That's a great picture.
Yeah. Sergey Gonk.
He would have been he would have been a part of my take guy because he was wacky.
Yes, he definitely would have.
Oh, that would have been a great episode. The serious episode.
Yeah.
Those have been great.
What?
Like the serious like post episodes, like when you have to talk about it.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
I mean, those have
Right.
been great.
Yes, yes, yes.
Like, yeah, we went out with him one time and he actually seemed a little tense, but like he was always great with us.
Yeah, he was just one of those guys that like, yeah, he was quirky. You know, he said one thing this one time to Hank, how he wanted to cut his throat and fuck his skull.
But he was great.
But that was that we
It was funny.
joke, guys joke like that.
Yeah,
Like I did. Like I told you yesterday. I watched.
We're gonna do this about you.
well, no, I think you should probably record that.
When Kirk goes on a serial killing rampage, we're like, yeah, he said he wanted to
Normal.
bomb Jeff Tilo's house.
He had a kill list. I don't know
Yeah,
what
that was whatever.
I will say that the two times I saw Aaron Hernandez, one in the Patriots locker room, one time he was like very nice to everybody. The second time he was a fucking prick.
The only Aaron Hernandez story we have is I think Davis told it a bunch, but we were doing a punt competition, old school Barstools, like Kevin Fights, myself, Hank, somewhere near Foxborough with Zoltan Mesko. And it was the
Yeah.
day that he got arrested. So the helicopters were overhead.
Remember it, yeah.
And Zoltan Mesko was like, yeah, he definitely killed someone. It's just like, it was like, yeah. With
I told you you actually met my cousin at the UConn game.
Oh,
He was-
yeah.
He was at rival high school. They're from Bristol, Connecticut, and Hernandez went to Central. My cousin went to Eastern, and my uncle always says like it's just the shit people say about him is just bad news.
yeah.
It was,
Bad
weird. It was
fucking
one of those things-
years ago.
'cause I was at EI at that point that summer, and like that morning, people were reaching out to us. They're like, "Yeah, Aaron Hernandez, like this thing that happened last night. It was like Hernandez, like he killed somebody."
Yeah, I mean, it was so quick that they were like, "Oh, here's a blunt
Right.
next to a dead body
And there's like bubble.
that
gum.
Aaron Hernandez smoked." Yeah,
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 The dumbest criminal of all.
yeah. I mean, actually can't be the dumbest because didn't he get away with 2 murders for a
Yeah,
while?
then he killed himself 3 days later. If he was found not guilty for it,
Really?
for the second one.
I
Remember, he
forgot about
walked to
that.
the second one. Which, by the way, Harvey Weinstein was overturned yesterday, right? Did you see that?
What?
I did not see that.
He's still in jail for the LA one.
Probably not would have been a PMT guest.
Harvey Weinstein, no. Nor Aaron.
Definitely would have been Lights Camera Barstool.
Probably would have. He probably would have had him. Yeah.
100%.
Oh.
You absolutely would. You guys would have gushed over him.
Oh, Harvey. What a king.
Oh,
many Oscars
what
you
a
got,
Harvey,
man?
tell me that
Harvey.
time you did that.
How many, Harvey?
Harvey, I like chocolate. Like I don't even know why people are critical of it.
Yeah.
What were you saying before that? Oh, yeah, a question for me after Babel, you said. Oh, no. Yeah, that's my fault.
No, it's my fault because I had you do Babel.
But it's no fun.
Oh, I
Oh, good,
remember it. Okay. Do you think going back to the beginning of Coleman and how he's the most hated guy in the Minifan universe?
I think not universe, a show producer or me or Mike.
Right. Or you count like someone who's
Mike I'll
on
put
the
in there too.
Yeah, someone who's been on, who's part of the show more than just once a month or whatever.
Right. Like you guys are I consider you guys part of the show.
Right, but we're not
you're
in
like,
it every day.
yeah, like
Right.
if it was a sitcom, you'd be a special guest star.
Yes.
You'd be like walking.
Open the door and
Yeah.
woo.
Right.
Do you think though that's good for Coleman's job security because you do need a guy who just takes the bullets?
Yeah, but he has the most punchable face in the history of the world.
I think you could say whole body.
Yeah, his whole right. Yeah,
The whole body. You
like
kind
he's actually very nice. Did you ever deal with him or not?
I in passing, yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's a very nice guy.
Very nice guy, but I don't like him.
Right, but that's
That could be good though.
also good for his job security because that
Right.
kind of conflict, you don't want 2 producers that you get along with and you're like, you guys are doing a great job. That's not how this show works.
No, it never has been.
Right.
He knew Jersey Jack though. Regular Jack Coleman. Jersey
Right,
Jack.
yeah.
This is KMS Coleman.
Everybody, I'll hear
It's a
that. Summer will
different
tell me this. Other people will tell me this. That Coleman was a different guy. Kelly Keegs was saying this is a different guy in New York than he is now.
I didn't interact with him enough to
Right.
tell you
Right.
if that's the truth.
Or becomes like, but to me, if he went to, if he just gave KFC off from the job, he went there tomorrow. like you were saying, he'd be like, "Hey, chicken heads, what's going?" He'd be in, or he would, like I said, his dream in life. Like my dream is to meet Bruce Springsteen. His dream is to jump out of the bathroom stall with chicks in the office. You know that they do that.
Yeah.
Where like there's Trent or there's whoever.
He wants to be Trent.
He wants to be one of those guys. Yeah, he'd love to be Trent at one of those shows.
Yeah.
That's
where people
true.
throwing
Yeah.
their underwear at him at the like that's his,
Okay.
like he thinks like Chicks in the Office is a better show than KMS, which is perfectly fine. Many people feel that way, but he is a movable. Like he doesn't care. Like Steve, Cullinane, Mike, like you cut them, Clemmer, you cut them open, they bleed. KMS.
I'd agree with that.
You cut Justin for Justin is more of a Discord guy, but if you if you cut Coleman, which is just he was inherited. If you cut Coleman, it's like just nothing, just zero. Like it's like Chicks in the Office, Content Kim, just like which is again
Congratulations, Content Kim, going to be a grandmother.
Yeah, we shall see. We're still in the first trimester. Yeah. But
Another Fugman. I can't get the guy's name out of my head.
But that's Cole. But that's I'm mad at Coleman. But he just came in late. Like, why am I mad? That's a Kirk Minahan.
Right.
Like Hank. Like imagine if Hank left and you hire a new producer.
Yeah,
Like a brand new guy. Like, just how weird would that be?
Oh, it'd be so strange.
Right.
It would be. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
I mean, Hank just plays golf now, but I'm just saying, like,
Hank's tried to leave. He's been like,
he wants.
Well, no, he not tried to leave, but he's been like, why don't I talk less? And it's like we just
can't do it.
Drag him in.
Can't
We're
do
just
it.
like you can't do it. You're part of the show. You've been part of the show.
That was funny. I was
Exception.
the other day with Whitney, and like you guys thought he was dead. That actually was kind of funny. Not funny. He was.
Oh, that was in the middle of that. Yeah, Hank slept till 11:30. It was crazy. That makes sense, but I think ultimately, Coleman, that helps your job security.
I think you're right, which is
like
unfortunate.
He will be now. The question is, can he handle that?
Yeah,
because that's the only thing.
The answer is
because if he stays in this position, I think he could have a job for life. But what happens with a lot of people who get in this position is they're like, I can't handle the fact that everyone hates my guts. Right. But I understand.
I don't think he'll be here in 6 months.
Oh no. Coleman, is that true?
Nope, just gonna keep on pouting, but I'll be here.
Okay. Yeah, that was tough. The pouting pick
that's my least favorite quality, honestly. And like Mick, I could replace him with Mick tomorrow.
That would drive you insane, though.
Yeah, but so what? It'd be a good show.
I mean, I'm a Mick fan. Every time,
beyond that,
I am temporarily out on Mick. Right.
Let's get Mick on real quick because Mick and Jeff have an issue, right?
I've always been a fan of Mick just because he is he's so frustrating to listen to.
Oh,
I can't. It's
maddening.
When he comes on, especially that one stretch where he was essentially like thinking that you and him were like colleagues.
Right.
I basically listened to the podcast like a dog watching a garage door go open. Just like, what is going on? So yeah, I'm fascinated by Mick.
Well, Mick said that Jeff sent him. What was the quote?
I sent him one of the most disgusting DMs he's ever received.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
I assume it was your penis. I don't know.
Yeah.
For a second I was like, was I drunk and told him to like fuck off or something? Did I do something?
What if Jeff T. Lowe, it came out that he was just like a cockshot guy, like Paige Sporadic,
just a madman?
Yeah.
What's your pick on that?
Riggs.
That was a good call by Dave. Riggs is a good dark horse.
Well, for the longest time, if you went on Instagram and you saw an attractive female, it would be followed by Riggs and Glenny Balls, without a doubt. Like there's no, it would just be that would be the stamp of approval.
Right.
So Glenny, I don't think would do that.
I also don't know when. The other thing is, did she specify when it was?
No,
I don't think so.
Maybe Biz.
Oh,
but that's a little different because
Funny.
Biz is like, he's a professional athlete. Like I don't see that as like a thirsty. Biz probably was like
Stu Feiner. You say no?
Stu Feiner, I don't think has Instagram. I would assume that would go. No, Stu Feiner probably did. Yeah,
I'll say this about if you watch the Unnamed Show yesterday. I know people are frustrated because they're like, "This is the fucking show where you tell every story of the show." The Unnamed Show.
Yeah, Dave was right to not. Tell
Dave was
that
right.
story.
I will say this though: it's the kind of joke I would actually make on this show.
Yes, it actually is.
But you can't. Right.
You can't. No,
Right. It's too elevated. Like you actually can't. But it's the kind of joke I would make maybe 2 years from now on the show.
Yes, you
Yeah.
will say. Actually, that should be like a Easter egg.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Can a Minifan figure out when Kirk makes the joke that Stu Feiner said?
Right. Yes, I'll do that. At some point, I'll do it. I promise I'll do
I
it.
think the Easter egg for that show because like when have you heard Dave not say something? It's got to be frustrating as a listener to hear, but like I kind of like the idea that like what the fuck did Dave not say on that? Like that is so crazy.
Yeah,
And it is a 10 out of 10.
it's
It's like the joke itself is not on its own is not crazy, but the context is a 20 out of 10.
it's a very people have seen it. Well, actually, we've cut. Stu has no idea that we like cut out like probably 30% of advisors every week because he just the things he'll say to like Ashley or
Right.
just anyone.
Right.
And then the best is the next week he'll reference something and it'd be like, dude, that wasn't in the show. But it was very much like the moments when Dave and I are like, Stu, all right.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
that was
come on.
That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Funny, but it was a tough one. Is Mick up?
I'm calling him now.
Got to pull up the DM just so I have the reference.
Who do you think's gonna be the best actor? I actually have three actors going into it. I think are better actors than people give them credit for.
Go ahead.
I think Jerry,
I'd agree with you on that.
Max,
Jerry looks okay.
Brandon Walker's a pretty good actor.
I could see that.
He's got the wrestling thing. Like he can get into a role.
I like Max Titus.
Titus, I think
Titus
will
is
be
good in
good
that
as well.
poster.
Yeah, he
Look
looked
at
good.
I'm excited to see Che act.
Ugh,
I'm really,
I don't know.
I'm really excited.
the worst actor I've ever seen because we've done stuff with him for the live show is Mike Montante.
He's tough.
Is the worst actor of all time in any format. So
I did not.
That-
I like Montante. I did not send him Dante's number. I couldn't.
That's a marriage mate.
That feels like a bad idea.
Dave is really bad whenever we try to do anything scripted.
Oh, that's yeah.
He's really like he won't even read a script. He
Right.
won't anything like that.
Yeah, I didn't even think of like the stuff like you guys do I would never even think of having Dave do that because he doesn't listen to the show. He's famously never listened to a podcast.
No.
And
He-
he would
yeah.
just mail it in.
Oh, he would just read a script.
He wouldn't even
Make
understand
you send him a
Right.
script, then he'd read a script.
Right.
He was in a commercial last night during the draft. Did you see that?
It was
No.
It was a run. It was.
I-
Oh, you know what? Though? It might have been on there was a Yankee game.
yeah, it was. It was that.
Okay.
It
It was
yeah.
Tunnels Tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone thanked me for that in Detroit, and I had no idea what they were talking about. They're like,
No,
thank
they
you.
thank you for 9/11.
Yeah, I was like, listen, I did kind of put that thing together. No, they were like, thank you so much for Tunnels of Tower, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, you're welcome.
yeah,
Fucking better thing.
yeah,
No. Are you running it?
credit. I guess no, I'm not. I don't have anything to do with it.
Why don't you like run like a half marathon? Do a half marathon
Why?
program because I think it'd be funny content.
Oh
Mitzi
no,
did it.
we are doing the Olympics here, which we'll see if you want to come out for
Have you put in the bid yet for a future actual Olympics here? Like in this,
in this space
Yes.
specifically. We should.
you should.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Chicago bid a while ago, right?
We did in
2016 lost to the
It
Rio.
was 2008 was when we lost it. I remember because I used to have to go to the Department of Buildings, and they were all actually very happy because they're
Oh,
like,
of
this one
course.
sucked.
The only city that likes hosting is LA, which they are.
Yeah.
They should. I mean, but Boston,
Chicago lost to Rio.
yeah, Boston had a bid lost to Paris for this year. It would have been this year. Nobody. I was on the radio at the time. Nobody wanted the fucking Olympics.
Olympics are.
They yanked it. They yanked
Yeah.
it from. They gave it to LA.
I don't
Yeah,
know why
right.
they don't do just fucking find a place in the middle of the desert or wherever and just have it be
Do it.
there every year.
That's what Putin did.
Yeah, true.
You know, he shot all the dogs. He got rid of all the gay people and had the Olympics.
That's just so
They turned
true.
didn't he
yeah.
turn a summer town into a winter town.
Yeah, Sochi. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He
Built
did.
mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Like made like,
That was incredible.
but essentially every city like doesn't just lose money. It's like
The whole thing
Montreal,
falls
like,
apart.
like
yeah.
Athens.
London and LA, like the only places that actually do it, and they come out on top.
I would have people. We would have these guys on the show back then. So it was I forget what year the probably 16 when they bid for 24 originally, and like would have these guys call in these contractors, and they were like, "Yeah, it's great. We're like, yeah, it's great for you because you're gonna build these fucking."
Yeah.
They were talking about doing like because you know they had the famous Heather the Charles the rowing thing. Couldn't do it because the Olympic rules were like there were bridges. They were gonna do it in Vermont. It was
That's so
just
stupid. Yeah.
Traffic.
Look at all my old boss. I used to work there at USOC. They loved the Boston bid. They're obsessed with it.
Oh,
They're doing stuff down in Newport Beach, right? Or no? Where do you live?
I live in Long Beach. They're
Long
building.
Beach. They're doing Long
They're
Beach.
already starting like a block from my apartment.
Yeah.
28. No,
That's 28.
Yeah. And it's like that Long Beach is
LA can
close
do it.
to
though.
LA.
LA's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they love it. Yeah, they're
imagine the
obsessed.
traffic around here in the fucking Olympics.
No.
And then
Beach
one of the
volleyball,
rules
Santa
was
Monica Pier.
the rules was the HOV lanes had to only be for USOC members.
Oh.
That's the craziest thing is when I worked for Team USA, I was in London, and that was supposed to be the New York one if New York had one.
Oh my
and
god!
we were in dedicated lanes that you could only be in. And I remember saying,
Right.
my boss just said, "Could you you think taxi drivers were gonna acknowledge these Olympic lanes?
4:30 in the
Manhattan?
evening?
There's no planet."
So miserable. God damn.
I would have moved out for the entire thing.
So yeah. So we're doing Olympics though.
Really?
So we're gonna.
Is it just for you guys?
Well, we're figuring out how many. We got to figure out the budget.
Yeah,
If
I would love to
it's
do it.
sponsored. Yeah, but there's some.
What events?
There's gonna be a ton. We're gonna do a whole pool day.
Oh my!
Really?
Yeah. Do like a 4x100.
No basketball though.
No, there'll be a whole pool day,
Yeah.
a whole track day,
Okay.
and then a day back in the office.
I'll athletically pull out of that, but if you want to host or announcer, I'm
happy as a
Love
long,
to do
as a long distance runner. I'm happy to climb
Well, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do long distance running. We're gonna do a long distance walking race.
it. Ooh.
race walking's tough.
Race walking.
very
They
tough.
took it away from the Olympics, but the idea of like 40 of us idiot mutants
Power walking for.
for 2 miles, 3 miles.
That have one foot on the ground at all times.
Yeah,
Hey, the rules.
I mean that would be such a great visual. Like I just imagine like Jerry and Za just being like, "Fuck this, I'm quitting." Yeah.
All right. Is Mick up?
I'm in if you need a host.
Mick,
Okay.
Mick is on the line.
Yeah. Well, athletically, I probably got to pull out.
Sure, I understand. Mick, what was the most disgusting thing Jeff D. Lowe ever? What happened?
He just hit me with, it was just a lie. I mean, it was just a lie. That's all it really was. I mean,
Oh,
he claimed that
no.
he was cleaning out his DMs. That's not what happened, Jeff. That's not what happened, Jeff.
You said
Come
on the
on.
show.
Fucking you dumb fuck! I tweeted out the screenshot.
You said
Oh,
that was the
Jeff.
most disgusting thing ever sent on Beyond Average.
Yeah, no, it was disgusting because he was claiming that he was, cleaning out the DMs. That's not what happened, Jeff. You saw that the show account tweeted out something to do with me, and then you go, "Oh shit, I didn't answer this at all." And then
What
you
is
went
it? I
back
don't know
and
what you guys
answered.
have. What's it? Mick? What did he send you?
I asked him to come on Mike and the Minifan.
Okay,
No, he didn't. No, you did not. You're so.
but what's disgusting? Do you understand?
Yeah,
I'll read it. I'll read it. So I didn't tweet out the full DM because you and I have talked. I don't like. This has become a thing at Barstool. People love
Jeff,
tweeting out
it sounds
DMs.
like it
Shut
sounds
up,
like,
Mick. Mick, shut up.
didn't put any syrup
Mick,
on your
shut
pancakes
up.
this morning. What
Mick,
is
shut
going
up.
on
What's up,
here?
Mick?
Nick, shut up. I'm reading your fucking DM right here. It's like, I really think I'm making it up. Hey, man, I didn't get a chance to see you this weekend at Portland, but wanted to say great job with it all. You were at the bar down there. Yeah, you didn't come say hi, which is fine, whatever. You crushed that Coleman story, and all the Minifans seem to enjoy having you up there.
Yeah.
Hope we get you on KMS again soon without Mayo. I said, don't worry about it, man. Didn't see the DM. Sorry, it was like 2 weeks later. Sorry for the late response. I'll have to hop on with you eventually. It has nothing to do with Mike
Jeff,
and the
you
Minifans.
answered 6 minutes after. I mean, what are we talking about here? You answered
What?
6 minutes after. You didn't answer the text to come on Mike and the Minifans. It's not a big deal. I don't really care.
You said I say the
Who
most
cares?
disgusting DM ever. You're making that up. I didn't send you any disgusting DM. I replied 2 weeks late. I'm sorry I replied late. I said sorry for the late response. What are you talking
I
about?
mean, the disgusting DM really is bothering you, I guess. I don't know. It was pretty nauseating, but yeah.
What was disgusting about it,
What's
Mick?
the disgusting DM?
Was it too nice?
Jeff, you weren't cleaning out your DMs. That's the whole point. That's why it was
Mick. That's
No, but you said the disgusting part before I ever said I cleaned out my DMs. So clear,
Oh,
so
you-
you're changing your story around now. You said the disgusting thing,
well,
and I said I replied after clearing out the DM. So you're still you're not accounting for the disgusting parts.
Hold on.
Jeff,
One
you saw
second.
the-
I got a question.
Honestly, Jeff,
Mick, 1 second.
It really
Mick,
matter you saw it?
Mick,
Go ahead.
Mick, shut up. Shut up for a second.
Mick, it's
I
Big
just
Cat.
did, Kurt. You shut up.
Hey, Mick, what's up?
Mick, shut your fucking mouth.
Bozo.
Mick, am I understanding this correct that the disgusting part is Jeff ignoring it and then using an excuse of he was cleaning out his DMs?
The disgusting part is the message, but that is also disgusting. Yes.
Because I will agree with you. I don't think it's disgusting. I would never say it's disgusting. It's a lie, but it's not disgusting because I use that lie all the time.
I
where I'm-
understand. What's a
No,
lie?
I do. I get no.
No, where I
Not a
would
lie.
say like, oh, sorry, I missed that text.
Oh yeah.
Like, no, you didn't.
Yeah,
you saw it.
you
Yeah,
blew him off.
I
Right.
didn't see his DM. I get trivia sent to
Jeff,
me
I
every
texted
5
you
minutes.
too. Jeff, I sent you a text message too. Like it wasn't like,
Oh,
You
text
didn't? No, you
message?
did not.
Ooh.
Oh.
yes, I did,
Why are you
Jeff.
not
Yes, I
DMing if you
did.
have each
I mean,
other's
you're
phone?
sitting there. Yes, I did.
Why are you DMing if you have his phone numbers?
Because I don't want to bother him all the time. I don't like bothering everybody.
Oh, I
He
think
said to me-
DMing someone-
I still
I
don't
think-
know what the disgusting.
I think
thing is.
DMing someone when you have their phone number is actually more
Jeff said to
bothering.
me,
That's not a
he wasn't sure if he could make Mike and the Minifans, and I said,
Wrong.
I'll reach out tomorrow if
So
he can.
tired.
I texted him.
More.
Mick, you would say I think your regret would probably be using the word disgusting, right? Probably not the right word.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess disgusting.
He did text. I didn't reply to the text, but that has nothing to do with the DM.
Oh,
The
so
disgusting
he did
DM.
text you. He did text
Yeah, I
you.
did
There
not
you go,
reply
Mick.
back.
There you go, Mick.
But that was March. That's not the DM though. The disgusting DM is still in. It's a weird comment. Nothing about it was
The DM
disgusting.
The
Yeah, but
DM was
Mick's
just
a
regarding
weird
you not
guy.
answering.
He is a
That's
bizarre
all.
guy.
That's
Yeah,
all
quirky
it
guy.
is.
We love
I
him.
mean,
What's that, Mick?
I said the DM was just regarding the disgusting part was you regarding not answering. I was just fired up that you didn't answer to come on Mike and the Minifans when I was trying to find people. That was really it. I wasn't.
That has nothing to do with the DM.
Is this a bad time to bring up that I need to reply that email you sent me 2 months ago?
It's something that I've taken a note to Big Cat. Something I've noted. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't want to get into disgusting zone, so I will
Sure.
respond
Yeah,
before
it's
that
all right.
happens. I think I have 3 months before it's disgusting.
Mick, how you feeling? How's the stomach? Everything good?
Everything's good. Yeah. Everything's really good.
Sure?
Oh yeah.
All right, good. All right. Hang it. Anything else, Jeff?
That just changed around 100 times. I still don't know what the fuck he.
Are you down on him now or no?
Yeah, but that's the beauty of Mick.
You can't get mad at
He
Mick.
doesn't
no
really-
idea what he's
he-
like
Mick doesn't really make sense, but every now and then there'll be one like sentence that makes sense. And you're like, is that what he's saying? And then he'll reverse it. That's why I love Mick. I can't quit him.
Mick, how do you feel right now knowing that Al and your mom are watching this and just talking about you and laughing over coffee? Is that okay or no?
I would say disgusting, but that's probably too strong. So I'm not going to say that.
Victim
I'm just
card
gonna,
guy. It's tough.
Yeah, Mick is
Loves a victim card.
Mick is a semantics guy, but the
Yeah.
semantics aren't right usually.
He's a
But that's
language
kind of why I like him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mick, I will respond to your email.
Thank you, Big Cat.
All right, Mick, we'll talk to you.
Yeah, I can't quit that guy.
There you go.
Like he doesn't really
As
make
expected,
sense.
made no sense.
Yeah, but he'll throw in one sentence. You're like, oh, that kind of made sense. And
Yeah,
then,
kind of. I mean, from Mick, it kind of makes.
yeah, right.
And then the final thing I guess we should get to is the Steve from Gloucester situation.
Oh.
Wait, did he retire or something? What did it?
Yeah.
There's been so many storylines hit, and I keep up with the show.
He missed 2
pretty
days
well.
during the week, and it becomes like it's chaotic. I mean, where are you guys at with Steve from Gloucester? Justin and Coleman.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Why?
Go ahead, Justin, first, I guess. Host of Just In Ya.
I just feel like he's just like all these accusations that have been thrown out about him, like these past couple of weeks. I think it just proves that he's a liar about these things.
What are the accusations?
That
Go
he
ahead.
thinks of himself as kind of like on a different level than the other Minifans. That
Equal with the show. Like he's a.
I kind of love that.
I kind of do too. It's kind of fun.
That's what this whole like weird world is like one guy gets a little bit of bump, and then he's like, I don't need you guys anymore.
Right.
And
Go back to the bottom.
and then you fall down.
Away.
You come back up.
Like Mick is very high right now.
Yes, right.
It's probably the highest Mick's ever been. Like he is knocking on the job.
And then he will
Like,
undoubtedly in the next month or so come in and be like, fuck you, Kirk, you piece
Right.
of shit.
Right.
Like I never wanted to work for you.
Mhm.
You're wasting my time.
Hey, why
And
you
go
doing
back
this?
down. And then it's kind of just all trading places. So Steve from Gloucester he's better than you guys right now?
Well, here's the text we got from Steve from Gloucester yesterday.
So we wanted to get him in next week with Cinema Lord, who he has beef with.
And he was like, my schedule's too busy.
Well, I'll read it to you. Yeah, he has a beef with Cinema Lord, who comes in every one.
Not familiar with
Yeah,
his
he's
work.
been on like 2 or 3 times. He is an eyeglass repairman, right? Is that
Oh, I do
Yes.
know. Yeah. I
He
remember.
always wears
It's
cargo shorts, and he's got a baby mom. He's got baby mama drama or something.
family business, right?
Family business.
Yes.
In
I-
A month and a half or
Yes.
so behind on new releases too.
Yeah.
What was the Stu Finer eyeglass?
Sterling Optics.
Yeah, that question. Sterling Optical.
It starts. This must be private. Cannot be said on the.
Okay. All right, we'll turn off the cameras.
Yeah. So I won't get into super specifics, but he's talking to his lawyers a lot about Cinema Lords, who I guess was mean to him at the Friday meetup before the Portland show Saturday. So Cinema Lords and Steve from Gloucester
Okay.
had some sort of battle, or I'm not quite sure, but Steve's been talking to doctors and lawyers about the situation. And
Doctors and lawyers.
I wanted to have an enemies week. I wanted Steven, well, every show is, but I wanted Steven.
He's writing a Warren Zevon song.
Correct. Yes. There's no money. He had one of those guys in together. Cinema Lords was fine with it, but Steve said I can't do it per my attorney. I cannot appear.
What does his doctor say?
I don't know what his doctor said. I'm not sure, but per his attorney, Steve from Gloucester cannot appear on the Kirk Minahan show with Cinema Lords.
How can you not love this though?
It's very.
Justin in Coleman. How
But
can you
I
not- this
love
is
it.
incredible.
But here's
I
my
think
problem.
It's too
One second.
sensitive.
1 second. Of course, all this, he's like, I'm going to go quiet. But of course, he said to us, Kirk is more than welcome to reach out to see how I'm doing during the whole process. Nobody else can talk to him, but I'm allowed to do it.
This Steve from Gloucester stock couldn't be higher right now.
But here's my problem with Steve from Gloucester is, like, now I'm in this spot where I want him to go on Cinema Lords. But if that happens and then they fight and he gets upset about it, he's just going to turn around and blame me for it. And like,
Here's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Steve from Gloucester should come in with Cinnamon Lord, but the lawyer's got to be present. So the lawyer can, in the middle of it, be like,
Could you imagine his fucking lawyer too?
Yeah, like if Cinema Lord is
like
like
the top guy.
Yeah.
Well, Gloucester's top lawyers probably.
Yeah, like Cinema Lord will say, Steve from Gloucester, did you not say that we were going to do a podcast together when we did the meetup in Portland? And the lawyer's like, do not answer that.
Yeah, it's probably best right now. Per advice of my attorney, I can.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah, yes, because Steve. Then I reached out to because they sent me that text, and I said to Justin and Coleman, I said, tell Steve, life's too short. He doesn't want to do it. I don't want him in anymore.
Right.
He went to me and was like, hey, I'd love to do it. This, like,
Yeah.
I am with you now. I will allow Steve in with Cinema Lords. It's a great idea. If Steve brings his attorney.
Yes, he has to bring his attorney.
I want Steve's attorney.
I need this now.
That guy bills $50 an hour. So
What if it was
$100?
Portnoy?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
Tell us that part.
Return of Mike Portnoy.
Yeah.
So,
why are you guys down on him then? Because everything that Kirk just explained, I couldn't be higher on him. Like the fact that he's got an attorney for a beef with Cinema Lord is so fucking funny.
I think that on top of it, like the accusations about Portland and stuff, like he's just been that he told people about.
He told McFuss Daddy behind the scenes.
It's like, how can you not laugh when you say these sentences?
I take it seriously. You think it's all a joke. He told McFuss Daddy before the Portland show about the bit that he was going to do during the show, which is a big no-no.
So he told McFuss Daddy that he was going to do a bit?
He did something with Casey during the live show.
Right.
He was telling him before the show, like, hey, this is happening.
And McFuss Daddy then told everyone?
I don't know.
I can't confirm it happened, but I was at that bar as we were watching the UConn-Illinois game. With Mutt. Everyone was in there. He was loose. Steve was loose. He was feeling it. Sleeves were rolled up.
Was he off the record or on the record, though? Did he tell McFuss Daddy, hey,
I don't know if he was hardcore. He was
rule.
Because McFuss Daddy sounds like a guy who would respect journalism here.
He would. McFuss.
I trust McFuss. Yeah.
Right.
Well, he left the network for the Mentor's Network, though. So can we trust him? Who say? But like that is a show rule. Like if you're participating, it would be like if I said, hey, if I'm up to somebody's like, hey, just so you know, Dan did a video of the Stage 5 guy, but then it's not funny.
Right. Like when you ask me to do a video for any of your shows, I never tell anyone I'm doing it.
Right. But then if you give it away to somebody who's at the show, as funny as it can, it's not funny when you know what it is. That's the joke.
Right.
So you gotta respect that.
I love all.
I don't know if he talked to his attorney before he told McFuss Daddy. I don't know that.
He was a star of the show at the bar before at the hotel.
Steve from Gloucester needs to come with some NDAs next time.
Yeah.
Imagine if he came to the bar before a live show, just had everyone signing NDAs.
That's part of his history, I've been told. But so I don't know. So we'll reach out to Steve Coleman and just see if he'll bring his attorney in with Cinema Lords next week.
Everything that was just explained to me, I love every part of it. It's I've said it a million times, but like if Dave and I, like the foundation of our relationship for all these years has been gambling and finding Danny Boy Kane as one of the funniest people online, and you have just an army of Danny Boy Kane. It's like the idea, like the classic best part of Danny Boy Kane is when he had to address that he was very much alive. And he said that Hulkacaniac and Big Papa Kane were giving him a hell of a time online. Like Steve from Gloucester, like imagining him, like someone from his family calling him and being like, "How was your week?" He's like, "It was good until McFuss Daddy told everyone my bit." Like this isn't real life, but it is so great.
I pulled up to that hotel and it was the first time I met him. Pulled up the hotel. I get out of the car. He runs up to get my bag. Goes, "Sir, can I help you with anything?" And I'm like, and I was like, "Oh, Steve, nice to meet you. You got it.
We need your lawyer in."
It is. Being at that show it's fascinating because you're meeting these people who you just know their Twitter handles, and it's like whether it's McFuss or BA, you're just like, wow,
it's a community though. It's great.
He built it.
Yeah.
Built it. The best thing about Steve is he said he does a consistency podcast on the Minahan the YouTube channel.
A what podcast?
The consistency podcast, because I always want consistency.
Does he actually?
He also has a huge list.
Yeah,
it's funny.
Okay.
Consistency podcast. So He announced yesterday, I'm taking a hiatus. It's a weekly show. He's like, I'm taking a hiatus. He's like, but I think I'll be back next week.
Also good.
I mean,
It's
you can't.
so
Yeah,
good.
it's funny because I was in the middle of it yesterday. I'm like, fuck this guy. When you step away, you're like,
Yeah, like I'm watching from outside, and I'm just like, this is why I listen to the show.
My favorite moment as a fan of the show, not for as long as many people, is the moment when he was on the show and decided to be Italian in the middle of
I mean, he sent a 25-page letter to me about the show. That's how he first got the show, like a manifesto. Was that you have a drop, Coleman? Was that?
Let's
We got to get his lawyer on. I need to see what his lawyer looks like.
I guarantee it's one of his friends, one of his guys he plays poker with in Gloucester. There's no question. Went to law school for like a year, just dropped out, but he like knows something about the law.
Took the bar 15 times.
Yeah. Will he do it? Do you think he'll bring his lawyer on, guys, or no?
I texted him. He hasn't said. The last thing that he said was that Thursday and Friday should be a go. Just confirmed it. So I guess he talked.
Senator Lords is in, right?
Yes, for Thursday.
Okay.
So he needs to essentially do Thursday. Really, is what we're shooting for.
All right, good.
I need this lawyer so bad. Oh,
But I
Hopefully we'll
texted him
have-
no response.
and I don't want to get greedy, but if the doctor could come as well, it would be great.
Yeah,
a sneaky outside chance it's the same person. Too.
Yeah,
There is
no question.
there is a chance.
No question.
that would be so great.
They all need better help. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. Visit BetterHelp.com/Kirk10 today. 10% for your first month. Online therapy. You find your therapist, you get matched up. If you're not comfortable with that therapist, you go on to another one until you find the right person and talk these things out, have these conversations. You'll benefit for sure. Give BetterHelp a try. Convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. Traditional therapy. Good luck trying to find somebody right now. Brief questionnaire, you get matched up, and you're on your way. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. BetterHelp.com/Kirk10. All right, boys. Anything else?
We got a couple other. Oh, we
that- What?
Were you asking us or?
Yes. You have anything of note or no?
We got a couple other things. There were some layoffs at WEI.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's just you. You won that war.
Yeah, that's
so long ago.
I don't care about that. So we're back to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, right?
Yes.
And it seems like Thursday's a circle of the day. Cinema Lord, Steve from Gloucester, and,
That's
and
gonna
his
be
barrister,
That's going to be must watch.
top attorney.
You might just have to
Anthony
interview the
Marfolio.
attorney.
Like, yeah, what do you want? No?
Yeah, I know. Like we need the attorney's going to become part of Minifan lore.
Yeah, he'll have his own.
He'll have his own show.
He'll be taking law advice. Guys will be calling in like, I'm getting a divorce.
He's going to then go to
don't give it nothing. Don't tell him nothing.
He's going to go to Menner's Network and then like cease and desist
He'll
you.
wind up hating the show. Right? He'll come back. He'll fight with Mick.
Yeah.
But Jeff, Mick, there's real tension there, though.
Oh yeah.
There was no straight story there. I did not respond to his other text,
So you apologize to Mick.
but I still don't know the reply. I never saw his DM. That's my fault. What is disgusting about it? I don't know. I offered to go on the show.
I think he'd probably take back disgusting. I think he feels bad about it.
No, I don't think he would. I think
No?
that's the beauty of.
Well, that's
Mick.
true. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That-
he'll
intellectually-
die being like.
Because then he did
disgusting.
kind of latch on at the end. You could tell he thought that I was like offended by. I just don't know what I said was disgusting. I'll go on the show. I told him I would do that.
The beauty of Mick is you could have him come in and you could explain to him like, here's what a disgusting act is. Here's what Jeff did,
It'd be a
and then
couple-
he'll just be like, agree to disagree.
Hey, that's just they're both disgusting.
I'll prioritize that over Game with Gus.
That's another big news today. Congratulations.
I mean, I'm so excited. I don't know.
That's probably the highlight of your summer.
Yeah, we're gonna build the whole summer around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna sit down and be like, "We're gonna play a whole season tonight."
Yeah, you'd be.
I'm gonna get trapped. I'm gonna get.
Do you have any updates from him, guys? Coleman Justin in Minnesota, how he's doing?
No, I think he was making a lot of jet lag jokes yesterday.
Oh, sure.
Wow, Coleman, Minneapolis is a beautiful city.
It really
Yeah, I'm
is.
down on it though.
I know because of the girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
Some completely made up. Yeah.
It's not made up. If I go back, I mean, maybe it could be different, but yeah, for now, way down.
Maybe. Well, why wouldn't it be different if you go back?
Well, I don't
Did
know,
that-
man. Like maybe it's fun. Maybe I have a great time there. But for now, off the one-off Lake House, yeah, down.
I forget who he said it about, but Tuesday after the show, Coleman he goes, I don't have gaydar, but if I did have gaydar, it would go off about someone.
Someone
Look in
who
the mirror?
should be in next week.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if
Someone should be in next week.
Yeah,
Coleman,
Friday
when
show.
when you told that story about Minneapolis,
Last
and
week?
your girlfriend, when you told that story about your girlfriend in Minneapolis,
Yeah,
You realize as you were telling it that like it was one of the saddest stories that your girlfriend's parents broke up with you?
Yeah. Well, there's more to it than that, but like that's
Yeah, it's
where
much deeper. It's way more layered than.
it was. It carried into the next school year too. There was more
Like
that
you
went
went
on.
in, you walked into their house and they pulled their daughter aside and was like,
Not
no.
true. No, they said no. That's not true. Coleman said the parents really liked him.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Loved
Really
him.
Like,
Loved
do you think the parents were like, listen, we're cutting you off if you stay with this guy?
I think it was more like, yeah, maybe. I think it's more like this is
We raised you better than
we can't have this guy in our life if you marry him forever. Like we can't. There's Christmases and barbecues and trips and like
Great at
football
all of those
games,
things.
like-
All those
Imagine
things,
if-
great guy.
Imagine
for.
if this guy was like a real guy, the dad, like a real sports guy. You get this idiot rolling in there, like just doing his stupid act. You don't need-
He's
You just don't need that. Nobody
he's
needs
the principal from Ferris Bueller. Like what's the score? 0-0.
0-0, who's winning? The
Yeah,
Bears?
that would be Coleman.
That guy got busted for child porn.
Did he?
Jeffrey Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, Ed Rooney. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
when did that happen? Long time ago.
Tied him with Pee Wee.
Oh,
Pee Wee has like a bad. That's worth looking at.
He was
I loved Pee Wee.
he was like the face of a whole fucking Disney ride. They had to get rid of the ride and everything. It was
Who?
wiped him clean from
Ed Rooney, or Pee Wee?
Rooney,
Oh, what ride?
right?
Yeah, what ride was he part of? Jeffrey Jones.
It was like Alien Encounters.
Oh, really? He was part of
Yeah,
it.
he was. Yeah.
Jesus. There you go.
Damn.
All right, film festival today.
Yep.
I don't really know what the schedule is for. So walk me through the schedule. People watching now. So
3:00 we're gonna go live. 3:00 Central.
red carpet.
4:00 Eastern. Red carpet.
Mhm.
We sit down. We're gonna watch the movies, and then I think the three of us will judge. There's 10 awards
Yep.
that we're gonna be giving out. And then after, I believe the behind the scenes documentary on the making of each movie will come out,
Oh,
which
good.
that will be incredible because then you get to see Frank sleeping through meetings and
Right. Right.
people yelling at him.
I forget I've never made that connection. It's weird.
He talks a lot of shit about you
Behind the scenes.
in terms of the dozen.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
well, that's
yeah.
everyone.
That's everybody does that. Yeah.
I walked in Frank's
That's true.
movie. I walked into their meeting maybe an hour into it, and they had a big whiteboard, and the only things written on the whiteboard were hot dogs. Frank is a butcher. And then Frank came in and watched baseball with me.
Yeah.
Had some lasagna,
Well, sure.
shot a couple free throws, and then I went back in there, and their group had like 50 ideas.
They need him out of the room.
Yeah, so
I can see that.
yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I think Frank's gonna be good today. That's my prediction.
I do too.
I
Oh,
do.
he's gonna be very good.
yeah. I think he's gonna do a good job.
Yeah.
All right. So go. So you can watch the movies live today while you're.
Yeah, and all of our
Oh, good.
streaming, we're streaming everywhere. Yeah. So we'll play them for real.
Great. All right. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Very excited.
All right. We'll see.
And
you
you,
soon.
what time's your guys' movie?
Noon.
Noon.
You guys are so weird.
What am I gonna do?
I don't know.
First movie we've seen together too. We
That's
didn't see
true.
Oppenheimer. It's a weird one to pick.
I offered Kirk my Cubs tickets yesterday. Turned it down so fast.
That's
Yeah, I heard that.
that is true and not true.
We're starting a new show from the pizza place down the street. We're gonna just bring people in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had random people in Spider,
Clemmer.
Clemmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have gone, but I was gonna go by myself.
Yeah, Frank.
He wouldn't go. I wouldn't. I don't want to.
I offered it to him. He said no.
He did.
Yeah, I just stopped offering after that. Getting denied 2 times.
That's true.
Tickets to go to a 1:20 Cubs game, which is like stealing time. It's great. Beautiful
true.
day.
That's
I,
right, Eddie
I'm
was
done.
I would have gone with Eddie if I knew Eddie was going. I would have gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the right guy to go with.
Yeah, you're right. Baseball is because it's a slow game, and you just have to sit there and you do have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're back Tuesday. Who's in next week? Who we have scheduled already?
So Tuesday is going to be Mike and Mick.
Mick.
Wednesday is going to be
Montante and Mutt.
should be Montante Mutt as of right now.
Thursday
Can you
is
get Montante's thoughts on Jerry's theories? I'd like to hear that from Montante.
Yeah, Jerry should get Montante on. Montante should get Jerry on Montante's world.
They are, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Jerry is
There's Montante. You can reach out to me if you need me to help book Jerry. We'll get that set up.
right.
Jerry's willing to talk.
He was bringing it yesterday. Jesus,
Oh, he's
feeling it right.
He's got a lot of takes. But yeah, I would like to get Montante's take on Jerry.
yes,
And like what he's thinking about how the banks are all gonna
everything.
cyber attack.
Now he's saying close to the election, though. Jerry.
I also
Move him
think
back.
Jerry's trying to get me to take my money out so that he can hold it.
He was asking a lot of money questions yesterday.
Yeah, there's a part of me that's like, okay, I don't know how he's going to get my money, but he's trying to.
Right. Yeah. He's not very subtle about it,
No,
No.
no.
but he'll wear you out. Montate and Mutt. Go ahead.
Cinema Lord Steve's attorney, hopefully. And then Friday is Mike again with Snell.
Oh, okay. Jesus. Who's the gay one then?
Who do you think?
Who, Steve?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes. There's two Steves.
Oh,
in that
Snell,
one.
you think is gay?
Yeah. I got my suspicions.
Really?
Like, I just thought it was funny. Coleman's like, I don't have gaydar, but if I did have gaydar,
I don't know what gaydar is, but if I did have it,
I mean, it's cool, but I
peaked a
don't.
little.
That's Snell's first time. Justin, how long? 2 years?
no, he was on last year.
Was he okay?
Like,
What an intro to Coleman. Hey, I think you might be gay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We got something to talk about on Friday.
All right, we'll talk to you guys then. Watch Film Festival today. Jeff, anything from you? Thank you for producing.
Doesn't.
Yo, what
Watch it. Only a couple weeks left. Got next week, which you got to figure if you're going to play. If you don't play Dave, you should play them again.
Who?
Kirk.
we had a good match.
Yeah, we'll play them.
Either going to play either Dave next week or Kirk in 3 weeks.
We'll play Kirk.
All right, so you're going to pass on playing Dave?
Yeah, I mean, we already played him. We beat him. I
Okay,
feel like
fair.
it's a little bit. You're
not-
putting us in a spot where it's like we've beaten them. We've played them.
Big one is All-Star Week in 2 weeks. 80s and 90s trivia, Kirk and Brandon versus Frank and Clemmer.
Yep.
And then it's KB against Will, and Will can Google all the answers.
Yep.
And then it's fan match, the Booth Ponies against a fan team that won from Black Friday Star Monday, and then our All-Star game.
All right, so we'll play Kirk's team because that's actually better because Roan's schedule right now with the
Yeah,
Bucks is
okay.
insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, okay. So
Flying
so
everywhere.
someone else plays Edie. All right.
All right, Rowan's here today or no?
I think he's going down to Indiana, which their game is at 4:30.
He is. Yeah, he said he's
What?
going.
Yeah.
Friday?
Yeah,
The Bucks Pacers game
yeah, they're doing a triple header. ESPN's doing a triple header.
on
5:30 Eastern, 4:30 Central.
Oh, it's the fucking playoffs.
yeah, but
Jesus.
still,
Yeah, that is
4:30
on a Friday game.
Yeah,
Should you tell me it's a playoff game?
But you can't
Maybe
expect to know the
game on a
schedule because your
weekday.
producer doesn't know the
That's it.
schedule.
5:30
4:30 here.
is 5:30 local.
So
So Indiana,
5:30.
Minneapolis is Eastern time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, but still 5:30 is
So it's a 2:30 California NBA weekday playoff.
yeah,
That's crazy.
insane. I was like, how's the schedule?
So they got
he was
kind
gonna
of, they
stay.
got kind of the shit game then.
Yeah, they got relegated almost.
That's tough. Jesus.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I like Pat Beverly, so I'm rooting for them.
Yeah,
Well, I like that.
followed
Well,
me.
that's, I'm telling you, like, it was a good interview. I actually listened to it. But when I heard Missoula, like, joking around, I was like, they're not winning the championship.
He's an interesting guy. I enjoyed having
That's
him
what I
on.
mean. But he's too, like,
You think so?
yeah, he doesn't have that thing.
But I think he also is maybe this will make you feel better. He wanted to do it. He was like, once the playoffs started, I'm not doing any interview.
That's good.
So we did it before the playoffs started. He also, I think he's a big fan of Barstool. So like, I think he was,
Yeah, he
because
was
you forget he's 35,
younger than me.
right? So he was guessing that ass when he was,
Sure.
he
Bring
was
that
reading
back.
Jerry Thornton's blogs.
Right.
So that I think there's a little difference where, just a regular.
I told you this yesterday, too. I think he's a former Boston-based head coach who will be on part of my taking next year. Foxborough-based head coach, former.
Oh, okay. I was going to say we
Kirk-
already had Rick Pitino.
Kirk Minnick guarantee.
I hope so
Guaranteed.
because I think he might be doing McAfee in the fall. So I think we now have a window to get him.
Can't do it if he's doing McAfee?
No, well, maybe, possibly that I could see ESPN trying to stop that, but also I would like to get him on before all
Yeah.
the stories come out.
Well,
Although
even
he's
like-
going to hold something back because he wants to coach again.
Or even like last night, though, when that Randy Moss story, like, I've heard that story 20 times.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, this is crazy. I'm like, he's told.
I think just the allure of him, he's going to be successful because I think he's going to do 1 year media. Everyone's going to say this is incredible because we never get to hear him talk, and then he's going to go right back to coaching. And
The guy probably loves podcasts. Probably consumes them like crazy. Doesn't get enough.
huge
Loves it, doesn't.
podcaster.
Huge doesn't guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's
boner friend. He's gonna be a celebrity guest next time.
I tried to explain to Hank was so down on the Drake May pick. He was like, "Well, Belichick said that he's bad." I'm like, you think Belichick was going to go on air and compliment a Robert Kraft
Yeah,
pick
that's-
right now? Like that bad blood is insane.
I told people for years it literally all started with Garoppolo, and after that,
Yeah,
that ended everything.
but Kraft, like, he couldn't have misplayed his hand worse this past offseason.
I know. Like I said before, he could have just held a press conference. First of all, they dragged Belichick out and tried to pretend like it was mutual, which was
Right.
stupid.
Yeah,
Not
it's
mutual.
never mutual.
Never. He should have said he's the greatest coach ever by 50 miles. Last couple of years haven't been great. We're going in a different direction. We're rebuilding. He's in his 70s. I don't want to put him through it.
Yeah,
He's the greatest coach ever. Like, we'll have a day for him. We'll have a statue, whatever. We're just going separate. But Kraft, who I like, Robert Kraft, I really like, and Jonathan, I really like. But they can't. They want owners always want credit,
It's crazy.
and they have nothing. I hate to say it, they have nothing to do with it.
There is no fan in the world who's like, yeah, I love my owner to the point where I love him more than the players.
Or the coach. Like,
Yeah, right. Like there's owners, you just have to realize you have it all. You have all the money. You have all the yeah, you have everything.
get the massage.
You
the
don't
blowjob.
you don't get the credit.
Right. That's
It just won't happen.
right. That's in like, I'm sure he did a good job, stability, stay out. I'm sure he put some fires out, but like exactly, like that's what you get. And one day you'll get in the Hall of Fame.
Right. And every owner like mismanages it.
Jimmy Johnson, like it's
Yeah.
his time in all sports. I'm trying to think of ones who haven't fucked it up.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Even Theo when he was here, like I think there was some tension at the end with Tom Ricketts.
Definitely in
Tom-
Boston, too.
But Tom Ricketts was like, I brought a World Series to the Cubs. Everyone's saying it was Theo. It was Theo.
that's you were
Like,
not
what are you
making you didn't make these
saying?
trades. You didn't
Yeah.
have to, like Bob Kraft did not draft like Richard Seymour. He just didn't.
What
He did for a while because it's happening again. Like Parcells got all the credit. Kraft hated it. They split up, and he picked a coach he could control, Pete Carroll, and he picked the players. It didn't work out, so he got rid of him and handed it over to somebody, Belichick, who he gave total control to.
Right.
They won 6 Super Bowls, and he can't.
Like he just wants it. He wants to be in the Hall of Fame.
And now Mayo, he's totally in the control.
Yeah, 100%. I think maybe actually the Steelers might be the only. I'm thinking about it. Like the Rooneys, it feels like
That's true.
they've never.
They don't fire anybody.
They don't fire anyone.
Right.
They let the coach have their thing. I think the city of Pittsburgh loves the Roonies, so I think that's
But nobody ever says, "Hey, the reason they won Super Bowls in the '70s
is because of
our
its owner. Yeah.
or like I don't even know who fucking when the Dolphins went undefeated. Who's their owner? I have no idea.
No clue.
No
yeah.
idea. It's true.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's the Kind Bar guy on Shark Tank, right?
Danny Lubinsky. Yeah. I don't know. The Spurs owner, I guess, to stay out of the way.
yeah. You could tell me the Spurs are owned by a corporation,
Right.
Like, sure, that makes sense.
They haven't bothered.
Jerry West had this, or not Jerry West.
Jerry
Boss, yeah, had the same thing where there was tension and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Look at Ed O'Neill. He owns
It's-
Clippers.
Yeah, it's-
Fucking Dan Gilbert, one of the very best examples.
yeah,
He couldn't
I drafted LeBron.
Yeah,
or he
couldn't
actually
handle it.
didn't draft LeBron.
yeah.
But it's these super rich guys who like they just need it because their whole life they're just getting their asses kissed.
Did you see there was a story? I know we're wrapping up, but David Tepper, the owner of the Panthers, there was a sign outside of a restaurant that just said, David Tepper, please let the coach and the GM decide the draft pick this
Right.
year. Because the story is that he won't love Bryce Young and convinced
Couple
everyone to
years
take
ago.
Bryce Young last year.
Well, last year, yeah, right.
The story is that David Tepper went into the restaurant
That's
and berated them
this
and was
guy-
like, take down this
he's a
sign.
billionaire.
How can you, I'll never understand. If I had $1 billion, I would not give a fuck about anything.
I'll tell you, he's done a good job, and I actually like this guy. Is Wick Grousbeck, who owns the Celtics. He actually stays out of it.
Yeah, and he
hired
Brad
Ainge.
Stevens is
Yep.
yeah.
And Ainge left,
Runs
and he
it.
brought Brad in, and then the weird stuff, obviously, with Udoka. But like they hired this guy. Like he never
Yeah, just
interferes.
sit back and enjoy your courtside tickets and getting to have all the players in your phone.
Although he signed off, like he pushed that NBC sitcom with John Cryer that just came out. That's about him. Did you know that?
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's
weird.
terrible. It's like a fucking
But that's better than meddling with your team.
correct.
Go do that stuff.
Correct.
Go be like, I need someone to write a biopic about me.
Yeah, because the
having
owner,
money.
Yeah, because the owner before was getting in the middle of it. Gaston was like doing this, and Patino and that, and wanted this guy picked, and it's like what? Although I have to be honest, if I was an owner, I'd be super.
Oh, I'd call the own play. I'd call plays. I'd sit on the bench.
Right. Think of the trades I've made. Like how many trades I make if I owned a?
Yeah, you do. You.
I'd be
love a
like
good transaction.
I'd be like Steinbrenner. Steinbrenner would be so great today in social media.
Oh my God.
Fuck, there's no owner. No owners. Who's the close? There's no owner like that. Jerry Jones, I guess, but not really.
Jerry Jones got soft because I think he got, once the whole Jimmy Johnson thing happened, like look at the coaches he's had, he doesn't really fire him. He had Jason Garrett for so
Right,
long.
look at this guy, right? Yeah.
So I think he's changed in that respect. Yeah, no, you're right. The George Steinbrenner. But if I were an owner, I would sit behind the bench and be like, I get to call timeouts.
I think I saw a stat where the Yankees had like 36 pitching coaches in the 80s or something.
It's so funny.
Just like 4 a year. some
Just
crazy-
fire everyone. I love that. Yeah, you're right. That would be an unbelievable. Him and Marge Schott.
Yeah, yeah, that might.
Although Marge Schott would actually be big on Twitter.
Yeah, she'd have an audience.
She would definitely have an
She was a highway lady. She was like, look, the guy built highways. That's always, like I always say, every 9 months there's like somebody ruins their career with Hitler.
Yeah.
But then they always are like, well, yeah, but the guy like built great highways. Like, did he build the highways? Was he out there building the highways? I never understood that.
Oh yeah, Marge shot.
Anyway, next week, big week.
We
have an update.
We have an update from
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh,
No.
So I said, would you be willing to come in with your attorney when you come in with Cinema Lords? And he said, no, that is cutting into my personal life respectfully. And if this attorney stuff was said on the air, then I'm probably not going to come in at all. That was shared in
Come
confidence.
on,
Period.
Steve.
do you know, but Dan, we are now, it's Friday morning. We're in the beginning of this. Like, his lawyer will be there.
Yeah.
We're now in this part. We have to pretend like Steve's never coming back. Then we'll get a message like Sunday afternoon.
And then
another one Tuesday.
and-
then it'll get bad Tuesday night, but then
It's gonna flip, and Steve's like, "I will not show up without my
attorney. Or just attorney will show up and Steve will show up in the middle. Like, there's no, I would say it's 100% guaranteed this lawyer will be.
Please, Steve. The people need it. It's gonna be great. He doesn't have to. I actually would almost prefer if he doesn't have a microphone. If he just whispers things to you every now and then.
We need a judge?
You could have a judge.
Did we have our first trial?
Yeah.
With Cinema Lords?
Yeah.
Look,
have
if
a
Cinema
trial.
Lords did something so bad that Steve actually needs, I want to hear that too.
Yes.
What did he do?
Do you guys think, Jessica Coleman, what do you think Cinema Lords did?
So what I take from Steve talking about him is that there was the tweet, there was the Gritty's interaction, and then Steve thinks that there was this burner message sent to him that was he considered a threat that he believes could have been a Cinema Lords burner. Now, a
He has
guy
no
going
idea
as
it was
Cinema Lords, I don't think needs a burner, really. You know,
And he would just say it. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He would just. What was said in the tweet or written on the tweet?
I think that was just the calling
burner
him
tweet?
out.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't know. That was just like some DM that he received.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Steve's attorney.
He'll be here. There'll be a Thursday.
Yeah.
six-
I want him looking.
Honestly, the
I
attorney
want,
might just show up on his own.
I want him just being the most ridiculous character.
Yes.
I need it.
All right. Well, thanks, boys. We'll see you Tuesday. Goodbye.
Want a muffin?